떠 참아들. 만웅 저 파파 토코야 그러. Nó tụi mình mấy cái mà nó quay mà khoan ra.
Halo, halo testing, halo. Halo testing, halo. Halo testing, halo.
Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Ahan Bamaktada, Lingshin Biriba, Paipum Namakpo. Kurumjari, Namaskar. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Pumnamaki Mahus Senjeraga, Lamdamasibu Konbiriba, Ibudo, Ibinda Wanigi Kuyaka, the Changjeraga, Pangtok Chagadoriba Tauramasi, Asoyangam Amata Yauda, Loiba Power Pangtok Pangamba, Pinabio Haina, Kurumjari. We are pleased to extend our warmest greetings to everyone present here on this foundation stone laying ceremony of a fully residential UNACCO school at Chanung, Imphal East, Manipur. On behalf of the organizers, we extend our most cordial welcome to our respected chief guest, Honorable Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Shri Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, and guest of honor, respectively, Shri Govindas Konthosam, Honorable Minister, Public Works Department and Youth Affairs and Sports, respected Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister, Health and Family Welfare and IPR, respected Shri L. Susindro Mete, Honorable Minister, CAF and PD, PHED, and Shri T.A. Lokeshwar Singh, Honorable MLA, Kundrangpam Assembly Constituency, and our respected President of today's function, Shri N. Irabanta Singh, Chairman, UNACCO Schools, and esteemed invitees, staff, students, parents, and locals, and to one and all, we extend a very warm and hearty welcome to each one of you present here. Ngasigi pangtok chagadori ba thauram urek uyung tambagi UNACCO School Chanung, a fully residential school asigi thauram asibu mapungphahan binabagi damakta lingbiragliba ikaikum najariba Mithunglen Singh maike somgi ahalaman imaibel marumapang satra nahak paipum na magpuehak na sinjalangjari mahu sinjaraga taram nokchari ikoknona kurumjari. Ngasigi thauram asi makha chathajarakpa yanabagi damakta ikaikum najariba ngasigi thauram asigi chief guest of honor amadi President Singh na mangda thazariba khuda asida lingshin binabagi damakta nolukna hagachari. Would like to request our respected chief guest, Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, Honorable Union Minister of State MOS for External Affairs and Education, to please occupy the chair on the dais as our respected chief guest. Mathang sitna ikay kum najariba Shri Govindas Konthosam, Honorable Minister, Public Works Department and Youth Affairs and Sports, Mathang Sitna, Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh, Ikaikum Najariba, Honorable Minister, Health and Family Welfare and IPR, Mathangda, Ikaikum Najariba, Shri T.A. Lokeshwar Singh, Honorable MLA, Kundrangpam Assembly Constituency, Madi, Ikaikum Najariba, Ngasigi Thauramasigi Mapu, Shri N. Irabanta Singh, Chairman, UNACCO School na, Sinjalangjari mana thazariba kudada lingshin bikabagaloy na ikay kum najariba sing da ikay na cham na langjariba beach bouquet lingyan ikay kum na ba ucha bagaloy na kudol tamjabagi tanjado luxury. To honor our respected chief guest Dr. R.K. Ranjan, would like to request Shri Arup Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Director, UNACCO School. Would like to request Shri Arup Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Director, UNACCO School, to honor and felicitate our respected chief guests. First of all, we are presenting a traditional stole and popularly known as Lengyan to our respected chief guest. And doing the honor is Shri Arup Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Director, UNACCO School. Thank you so much, sir. And to honor our respected guest of honor, Shri Govindas Konthosam, would like to request Shri Laishram Khogen Singh, CEO, UNACCO Group of School. Shri Laishram Khogen Singh, CEO, UNACCO Group of School, is felicitating and honoring our respected guest of honor, Shri Govindas Konthosam, Honorable Minister, PWD and Youth Affairs and Sports. Thank you so much. And to honor our respected guest of honor, Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh, would like to request Shri N. Syamchan Singh, AGM, UNACCO School. Ikay kum najariba ngasigi thauram masigi guest of honor oina lingshin biriba Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh bo ikay kum nabot pinabagi da magtanulok na hangachari N. Syamchan Singh, AGM, UNACCO School. Mathangda ikai khumnajariba Shri L. Susindra Singh, Honorable Minister CAF and PD PHED bu ikai khumnajariba Mithunglen boy koina langjariba lengyana madibuke khudol tambina bagidamakta nolukna hagachari Shri Mahendra Upadhyay, Principal in Charge, UNACCO School, Maitram. Shri Mahendra Upadhyay, Principal in Charge, UNACCO School, Maitram, will felicitate and honor our respected guest of honor, Shri L. Susindra Maite, Honorable Minister, CAF and PD, PHED. Thank you so much for doing the honor. And to honor Shri T.A. Lokeshwar Singh, guest of honor, would like to request N. Ajit Kumar Singh, Principal in Charge, UNACCO School, Chanura. Ikai khumnajariba thoramasigi ikai khumnajariba mithunglen oina lingshin beriba Shri T.A. Lokeshwar Singh, guest of honor bu ikai khumnaba utpigani N. Ajit Kumar Singh, Principal in Charge, UNACCO School, Chanura. Thagachari aroibada ikai khumnajariba ngasigi thoramasigi thoramapubu ikai khumnabu utpinabagidamakta nolukna hangachari. Would like to request Shri Arup Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Director, UNACCO School, to honor and felicitate the respected president of today's function. Once again, sir, would like to request Shri Arup Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Director, UNACCO School, to felicitate and honor our respected president of today's function, Shri N. Irabanta Singh, Chairman, UNACCO Schools. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for doing the honor. Now, would like to request our respected chief guest, guest of honor, and president to light the ceremonial lamp first. Thank you, respected chief guest, guest of honors, and respected president for doing the honor. And next, we will present the UNACCO school song. And we'd like to request the students who are going to present the school song to be on the stage and get ready for the song. School song, lantok pinabagidamagta, mahiroi sing stage, talengkat pirak na bagidamagta noluk na hagachari. Hello. Thank you so much, dear student, for that beautiful school song. And next, we'd like to request Shri N. Siamchan Singh, AGM UNACCO School, to give away the welcome address of today's function. Once again, we'd like to request Shri N. Siamchan Singh, AGM UNACCO School, to give away the welcome address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of UNACCO School, Chanung, and on my own behalf, in the capacity of Assistant General Manager, I deem it a great honor and the privilege to welcome Dr. Sri R.K. Ranjan, Honorable Union Minister of State, External Affairs and Education. So the foundation stone laying ceremony of UNACCO School Chanung, a fully residential school on this day, Wednesday, the 18th May 2022, here at UNACCO School Chanung. Imphal East Manipur cannot be completed without his presence and the blessings as the chief guest of today's function. We are indebted to you, sir, for your gracious presence among us. Our esteemed guest of honor, Sri Govindhas KhutSem, Honorable Minister, PWD, and the Youth Affairs and Sports, Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister, Health and Family Welfare, IPR, Sri L. Susindra Maitai, Honorable Minister, CAF and PD, PHED, and Sri T.H. Lokeshwar Singh, Honorable MLA, Khundrapam Assembly Constituency. And it's our proud privilege to extend heartiest welcome to you all, sir. Seek your blessings. We are truly delighted by your presence. We also welcome one of the leading entrepreneurs of the state of Manipur who has been serving for 8 states in the country in various avenues, is none other than Sri N. Iravanta Singh, Managing Director of UNACCO Group, and today's President of the function. He has been conferred with the most promising business leader of Asia by the Economic Times, an Indian English language business focused daily newspaper owned by the Times Group. He is the first person recognized by Economic Times in the state and also the recipient of NetFee Award 2015 in recognition to his entrepreneurial activities. I feel delighted to welcome all the dignitaries, invited guests, officials of UNACCO, parents, teachers, well-wishers to the ceremony. I also would like to welcome all the local people of Chanung who have been continuously supporting us in our endeavor in such a school project, morally and physically. So taking this opportunity, I would like to highlight something about the UNACCO Group. So there are more than 1,000 workforce working under UNACCO Group, which consists of UNACCO Financial Services Private Limited, UNACCO Schools, ICOL Financial Services Private Limited, Elora Hotel, the Sanalavak Delhi, Sublight Construction, Odyssey Transport, in various fields of microfinance, education, gold loan, hospitality, journalism, construction, transportation service, etc. And we have UNACCO Financial Service Limited, is one of the leading microfinance institute in the Northeast India, operating in 8 states, Assam, Tripura, West Bengal, Mizoram, Manipur, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and Meghalaya. Let me say something about UNACCO School, which is run by UNACCO Social Development Trust since 2010. Our first school, Kongman, is the #1 school in Imphal and the best school in the state for the year 2020-21 by the Education World India School Rankings, the world's largest and most in-depth school ratings. So, and in the 2019-20 also, UNACCO school was also ranked #1 co-ed school in Manipur. And we have produced so many state toppers since our first appearance in the class 10 and the 12 examination conducted by the Central Board of Education, New Delhi. So we have produced second topper in 2018. This is our first batch in class 12 examination. First and the second position in our second batch, that is in 2019. Third batch, that is in 2020. We produced third position in All India Senior Secondary Certificate Examination conducted by CBSE New Delhi. And last year also, we have 100 pass percentage in class 10 and the 12 examinations. And we have another second school. It's affiliated to Central Board of Secondary Education New Delhi at Maitram. And its first batch will appear class 10 examination in 2022-23. It has more than 600 students along with 200 hostelers. And we have another school at Chanura, UNACCO School Chanura. This is affiliated to Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur for arts only. And from this academic session 2022-23, we are opening 11 science stream also. All the schools have facile license when well-equipped hostel facilities. And our fourth school, the upcoming school, UNACCO School Chanung, here at Chanung. Our session will be started from the academic session 2022 and 23 and 24, and it will have classes from class 4 to 12. And it also be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. And we have hospitality facilities over there at More since 2016. This is the first 3-star hotel in the border town of Manipur. And we have a lot of distinguished visitors, so including Union and State Ministers of India, VVIPs, foreign tourists. Recently, His Excellency, the 17th Governor of Manipur, La Ganesan, put up at the hotels also. And we have first NBFC Gold Loan Company under Reserve Bank of India license in Manipur, operating since September 2012 in various parts of the state. And we have another daily newspaper that is called Sana Laivak. It's a renowned daily newspaper with a motto, positive journalism, impartiality in news coverage. So within a very short period, we have achieved R.K. Maibaksanak Journalist Fellowship by our sub-reporter Surya Kumar, State Journalist Award 2020 by Director of Information Public Relations Government Manipur. We have received 5 awards out of 8 awards. So over there, batch editor Sri Ningwambam Hemanta, Science and Technology K.H. Shankar, Art and Culture Maibam Kennedy, Sports Reporting Khagyamam Ravi Kumar, and the school has own transportation facility assisted by a Kausal Bintrade Private Limited under the name ODC Transport, okay, which has been assisting around 70% of the total strength of the student in 3 schools as of now. And we have another construction company that is called Sublight Construction Unit. It's now started construction of construction materials, bricks, pavers block. It has been operating since 2021. So I would like to take the opportunity to share something about the CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility, done by UNACCO, financial assistance to iconic boxer Mary Kom up to her medal-winning London Olympic 2012. Second, financial assistance of rupees 1 lakh per year to the upcoming badminton players Maisnam Luang, Mairaval Luang. Rupees 1 lakh per year to KhutSem Dinko Singh and the Khwairappa Manjit Singh, India's junior #1 badminton double, and the first quarantine center and COVID care center of the state at UNACCO School Maitram in the first wave also. So lastly and importantly, once again I would like to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, invited guests, officials of UNACCO, parents, teachers, well-wishers who are the integral part of the UNACCO schools and have always supported us. Our vision, our mission of the school, I request all for your cooperation throughout the program and making it a grand success. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Shri N. Siamchan Singh, AGM UNACCO School, for that very brief welcome address. Mathang asina tharamasi makha chathajarakpoina ngasi tharamasi gi ikai khunajariba chief guest na luching biduna foundation stone plaque asibu maikum hangdokpina bagidamakta noloknangachari ikai khunajariba president member sing susaruk yabina bagidamakta hanahana nolokchari. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause presenting you UNACCO School Excellence in Education, a fully residential school at Chanung, Imphalis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing the honor. And next, we are presenting a video walkthrough of UNACCO School, Chanung. And next would like to request Shri Arup Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Director, UNACCO School, K-12 education leader in CBSE, Cambridge and IB School for the past 31 years in India, Tanzania, Maldives, UAE, Singapore, etc., promoting school education and consulting. Previously was in Education Committee at the Risi Valley School. The founder principal of Royal Global School Guwahati and served in Government of Assam Education Department for training the principal. The CEO of Imperial Schools, Tanzania, and the Rungta Group of Schools in Chhattisgarh. Also associated with UNACCO Schools for the past 10 years in the capacity of advisor to present the keynote address of today's function. Ladies and gentlemen, Shri Arup Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Director, UNACCO Group of Schools.
Honorable Chief Guest of the occasion, Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, the President of this program and the Chairman of UNACCO Group, Mr. N. Iravanta Singh. As we know, that's our Chief Guest, Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, is the Honorable Union Minister of State, External Affairs and Education. And we are blessed that he has kindly consented to be present in the program today. Thank you, sir. We have with us the guest of honors, Sri Govindas, Honorable Minister of PWD and S, Dr. Sapan Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Sri Sushindo Maiti, Honorable Minister, CAF and PD, Government of Manipur, Honorable members of the Board of Governors of the UNACCO School, distinguished guests, head of institution from different parts of Manipur, teachers, our very esteemed parents, and my dear students. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. In my capacity as the director of UNACCO School, I feel honored and privileged to deliver keynote address to this august gathering on this auspicious occasion of the foundation stone laying ceremony of UNACCO School Chanung. My association with the UNACCO School goes back to years 2012, and it has been a pleasure to serve of the people of Manipur in the field of K-12 education. I think people may wonder that why this UNACCO group is coming one more school after establishing already 3 schools. We felt the need of opening the school because the dynamic socio-economic dynamics change. As the requirement of the global requirement is changing day to day, and we cannot be a static same school which was in 18th century. So we need to change. So I would like to take you a short, our plan and how we need to do it and how the education will look like. So changing our ideas about a good education. We all talk about the good education, but what was good education in 16th century, 17th century, 18th century, 19th century, which is not same in 21st century. Let me share with you an incident. I had met one of my former students in a grocery store. She graduated a high school on the top of her class and attended an Ivy League college. She did everything that her teachers and parents told her. To get a great grade in regards to behavior, discipline, extracurricular activities, whatever in a school is possible, the teachers told. She did everything. She dropped out from the college in this first year. Was she misled by her elders, by her teachers? Did her experience prepare her for a world beyond her local community and high school? I would argue that the people around her may have a different mental model of an ideal different model of an ideal student, that one that meets the demand of today's global community. She could not match with the global community. She got a very good grade. She did everything. She excelled in her community. But when she had gone to an Ivy League university, she could not match what was the global education, and she dropped it. So whether we misled her, whether we prepare her for a global community, many education leaders are culturally conditioned. And we try to attempt a transformation through emulation and 21st century's learning skills. It's an outcome of authentic learning what 21st centuries can offer. 21st century education is an ongoing process that involves authentic learning and an organic integration of modern skill set. It cannot be copied or emulated. Those who need real life examples from which to copy will find it almost impossible to circumvent the required comprehensive understanding of the philosophy and rationale that delivers 21st century's educational practices. We like to make sure that this premises of 21st century's education prevails, and this is an attempt. We may not be able to ensure that we always do the things right, but this is an attempt. The premise of 21st century education is very important. The argument being made is that we are ignoring societal shifts and continue to teach to a target audience that does not exist. And we are preparing them for a market that does not exist. The analogy is a very interesting analogy I thought of sharing with you. Of it's that students step into a simulation of the 1980s each time they entered the school building. When they're entering the school building, it looked like a 1980s education. And re-enter reality once they step up the school bus. When they, on the way going home, they re-enter the school bus and get down from the school bus. That's the 21st century's reality. So, we can no longer afford to promote and sustain the status quo. It is imperative that we transform education because it is morally the right thing to do. My next part would be why UNACCO school Chanung is a fully boarding school. We have all three schools. We have day boarding facility, day facility, and boarding facility. Why we thought we'll select this place and we'll make a new school which is a fully boarding school, around 800 to 50 capacity school. Many schools are worthy but dull and stifle with the children's individuality, creativity, and innovation. Children get lost. Their uniqueness, their aspiration get leashed. In ordinary school, classroom belong to the teachers and not to the children. Children become a silent spectator. They simply listen to the teachers, what the teachers are saying, and follow the instruction. But teaching and learning cannot be a spectator sport. This is not a movie. This is not a soccer. It needs to be interactive. It requires continuous interaction between teachers and the student. And thus, knowledge is constructed in the classroom. Not transmitted from the teachers to the student. It just like a flows like a water. Not transmitted from one to another. It's a both the way process. And that's how the learning, thinking, and culture become visible in the school, in the classroom. Every wall, every step in the school, you can see the culture and thinking possible. You cannot make sure that when you get a report card or the grade card, you see that students done well. But that's not the all. Our learning means that child got a good grade. It's not. Because thinking and culture need to be visible in the classroom. We thought of making this school. UNACCO school was born, and now the school provided its worth within a very short span of 11 years. And the class 12, thank you. And the class 12 results years after years show that how strong we are academically. And the world requires that. We need to produce that academically sound students. But that's not the all. We had felt in a great pride in gifting UNACCO School Maitram, which was the second school. And the third one is UNACCO Chanura, which is the school for the students of 11th and 12th art stream, and we are introducing this year for the science stream. Now we thought of making this UNACCO Chanung as a school, for the fully boarding school, where the outside effect of this students coming, there are different disruptions which will not be there, where the students can be able to learn different skill, different activities, academics, without any kind of interaction from the outside. Teachers, students, everybody will be living on the campus. As a result of this thing, we have an uninterrupted practices of education, teaching, learning will be going on. That's why we have decided that we can have a fully boarding school. Because when a group of students come from outside and go back at the end of the day, and the students, those who are boarding, they feel little awkward. Because they feel at the end of the day they are going and we cannot go. At the same time, they bring so many things from outside which is not desired in the school. So we wanted to have a school which is exclusively boarding community. What the parents expect from the school is safe, caring, stimulating environment where teachers are friendly, caring, and understandable, and help children to hone their potential and show them how the knowledge is constructed outside the classroom. We know everybody thinks that learning takes place inside the classroom. In a boarding school, learning takes place outside the classroom, in the dining hall, in the playground, everywhere the learning takes place. So we want to ensure that outside the classroom, the learning takes place, which has more value than the learning takes place in the classroom, because everybody done that. So we thought of producing some kind of atmosphere where the children can unleash their potential. We have students, those who are not doing well in maths, maybe not doing well in science, but can an excellent musician, can be an excellent soccer player, the badminton player, as we mentioned. So that also need to be taken care of. So what do the parents expect? Why fully boarding? When a day scholar focus on just academic excellence, a boarding school focus on physical, intellectual, spiritual, mental, and aesthetic development. Boarding helps to develop in students confidence, independence, responsibility, and community spirit. When the children try to come to the boarding houses, they love to live independently. They have to manage their own clothes. There is no mother who will give you the clothes. They have to pack their own bag. So you develop all those kind of things. Respect for others. A great respect need to be developed for others. Tolerance. You have only 5 washrooms and there are 30 students. You have to wait for somebody. At home, you have your own washroom. You can go anytime. So you don't need that to develop that kind of living with others. Living with others is the greatest skill that somebody should know. Working with others, somebody can know. Boarders feel that they have a great friends for life. In the hostel when you live, you know that you have a friends who live for life. You get everything under one roof. You have a music, you have a swimming, everything. You don't need to run here and there. You don't need to run for tuition, for music, for guitar, for soccer. Everything you get under one roof. You save a lot of times. Living together in harmony, strong relationship with the teachers. At the same time, access to various opportunities. It gives you everything. Now, people ask that why we look for a affiliation with CBSE. Why not other board? Being a national curriculum, CBSE is a national curriculum in which serve not only in India, there are at least 56 countries where there are schools which follow Central Board of Secondary. We should be proud as a nation that Central Board of Secondary Education provide education not only in India, around 56 countries. And not only the Indian embassies, there are other schools, other boards, they have taken it. So CBSE being a national curriculum, we prefer to CBSE curriculum. And at the same time, we'll be offering Cambridge Assessment International Education in the later stage, keeping on mind the parents' demand. The children, those who want to study abroad, in other university, they will get a chance, they will get an advantage of following a Cambridge or IB curriculum. Infrastructure, as our walkthrough shows, the question often arises, the importance of infrastructure in providing quality education. At this age of uncertainty, technology, technological revolution, knowledge, obsolescence, climate fatality, it's important to have the best educational infrastructure available, especially in terms of internet, in terms of cryptocurrency, in terms of biomechanics, all those technology-driven education will be able to provide. Sports and co-curricular activities, as you have seen, the kind of infrastructure for each and every sports has been taken care of. Debate, quiz, Model United Nation, all these facilities would be provided in the school. Teaching community. A school is known for its teachers, a school known by its teachers. And teachers who can handle and who can nurture the student. And in a student's life, the role of a teacher has been immense. So we plan to take the best talent of the state. The first preference would be the best talent from the state. And then to make it a diversity, we need to have a diverse community. We ensured that we picked up the teachers from the different states, as well as we go for a diversity, we have planned to offer a generous scholarship so that students from other states can come and we can understand the culture and the values from other states. As you know, in the art education and art integration, the Central Board of Secondary Education has decided the state of Manipur will be pairing with Madhya Pradesh, so that the students of Manipur learn the culture, food, flora, fauna of Madhya Pradesh. At the same time, the students of Madhya Pradesh will learn the culture, the language, the tradition, value of Manipur. So that's why we wanted to make a very diverse community. Dear parents and all the well-wishers, we assure you that the UNACCO school Chanung would be a model school of 21st century with all its values and learning ambience. A strong teaching and administrative community would add an age to the right choice. So look no further for the school. We are here. You don't need to send your children outside the state. A few days back, I met one parents whose children studied here, and when he learned about the Chanung, he asked me, if we have a good boarding school, we don't like to send the children outside. And to my happiness, I have seen, when I interview the teachers here, I have seen there's a large number of teachers, those who work outside Manipur, they come back to Manipur, and they really require for a good school to teach. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and it is a wonderful platform that which I can share my thought. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Shri Arukumar Mukhopadhyay, Director, UNACCO School, for that very brief keynote address. Thank you so much once again. Ngasigi pangtok chariba thoramasigi protocol dagi khara khajik na thaizaraga circumstances na upai leizadabani mayam na waro biroi khara khajik hongdok hongjin leizare duna lengshin biriba ikai khumna jeriba mitunglen sing amadi mangda lengshin biriba ikai khumna jeriba pumnamakna ngakpi na bagi damaktasu nolukna hangachari mathang asina thoramasigi thoramamoina aikoina thamjariba ikai khumna jeriba miyoi sing tongan tongan ba media fraternity sing aduga tongan tongan ba CSO gi fraternity singbo thauramasigi manungda ikai khumna bochabagi tanjadu lauzari aduna ahanbada ikai khumna jariba Shri Brojendra Ningomba, Editor in Chief, Mami TV, stay selenkat pek nabagi damakta noluk na hangachari ikai khumna jariba Shri Brojendra Ningomba, Editor in Chief, Mami TV, stay selenkat pirakani iduga aikoina langzariba memento simatang kodol tambin nabagi damakta noluk na hangachari Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, Honorable Union Minister of State, MOS for External Affairs and Education, Ngasigi Thauromasigi Ikai Khumna Jariba, Chief Guest. Mathangda Lamdamasigi, Student Organization Amoina, Leiriba, Desamgi President, Lamyanba, General Secretary, Somojit, Stay Selenkat Pirak na may damagtanulog na hangachari. Desamgi President, Lamyanba Natraga, General Secretary, Somojit, or anyone from Desam, Stage ta mugtang langkat pirak na baydamakta noluk na hanggatchari. Thank you so much. Aduga ikai kun najariba ngasigi thoram masigi chief guest po felicitate tobina bagidamakta noluk na hanggatchari. Ikai kun najariba Shri N. Irabanta Singh, Chairman, UNACCO School, ngasigi thoram masigi thoram mapuna. Aikoigi maikai dagi chamna langzariba penagi replica sima khodol tambiraga ikai kun naba utpigani. Mathang asina ikai kumna jariba ngasigi athoiba mithunglenna athoiba mithunglengi warol thambiram nabigidamakta noluk na hanggatchari.
mayam puna waro bidana ba ai request tawjari ai se athu ba ma sung leirabaduna yam yawning bada mayam gi pre scheduled program se na disturb tawre dugi dongta mayam lai bu takpi gani aduna ngasigi lengbi rei ba marum apang ahal laman mafam sida punbi ri ba khuding mak ahakna ahan bada kokno na kuram jari ngasigi UNACCO School Excellence in Education Chanung, a fully residential school sigi foundation stone tobusita lengchen biriba mapungwena Shri N. Irabanta Singh, Chairman UNACCO School, aduga function sigi President, aduga thoido hendona aina ikai khumnajariba Shri Govindas Konthaujam, Honorable Minister PWD and Yas, Dr. Sapam Ranjan, Honorable Minister Health, Family Welfare and the IPR, Shri L. Susindro Maitei, Honorable Minister CAF and PD, PICD, Thodo Hendona Lamdamasiki Kai Khunazaraba MLA, Shri T.H. Lokesor Singh, Aduga Hanagi, Deputy Speaker, Aina Koknona Kuramjari, Punamaku, Dugamang the Lengshin Biriba Halaman Singh, Maruma Pang Singh, Punamak, I Mafam Sidagi Kokno na ay kuramjari. Education haibasi karino haragadi. Huziksi mayamna faunari basida. Education is more powerful than nuclear weapon. Education se nuclear weapon dagi hena sathiba khulaya maneba. Laibak ama manghan ge haradi mang na ba education mayam ama tambiraga dum manghan khiba yae ado maramaduna education se phadana bagi dongta Bharat Sarkar na new National Education Policy 2020 ase lauthoga all over India da leriba different segments of the communities mayam sigi apudba uniform education ama poraga a strong India ama build tawnana bagi process tane koina huzik leijari basi aduga mafam sida Chanung da koigi UNACCO na asigumba yamna excellent oigadaba educational institution ama foundation tawbasi yamna puning da nungsiba aduga lamdam asigi praja sing da su aina kari haigari masigumba institution ama lakpasida fazana welcome tawraga support tawrakanda positively akoi saukal hobasu aduga mangal su phanghauna bagi scope ama karen tanja ama Chanunggi community na pibase masi masoi ahan bada Chanunggi people sing praja sing boi thagatsari aduga Chanung si karino haibasi mayam khangbirambasu yai sumna aina ningsang janing badi matam ama Manipur gi revenue se Chanung dagi tawrame Calcutta market ta British report phakto ga yengbiyo dum yarong gani sagi maru se Chanung sidagi tawraga kalta market yolakanda matamadugi princely state ki Maharaj ki resource masido oiramebo. But education si lagtringe da ina kitang nungaijada bahai tare. Even sa haribase Britannica of British ta phakto ga yengo kadai de hore Manipur de hore haramgani Thia Manipuran sia gaina botanical name pirimni British la kanda koi ki samana se laura kanda Jorhat ki Toklai da research tor kanda different forms of tea different qualities species research tor kanda putho kanda hujiki world ki power ba samakul kya organic te ki kari putho Ado aikoi se sagi horak phamdi oiraga sagi respect se aikoi gi ngasigi mirol amasung ngasigi lusingba aikoi yauna support tok da base masi ngasigi function sidage aikoi amuna rethink tawrakanda Chanung sigi historical background Manipur gi matam amagi revenue gi source oiramba aikoi gi horak phamsu oiriba sida karmai tawgadage se Masisu aikoi ngasidagi khanba hogina se naina haijininge National Education Policy 2020 si magi basic oiba poti karino hairaga affordable oiba quality oiba aduga equity oiba haibane affordable se Bharat ta hek leiriba praja khuding makna school du da laaga tambada Magi fee structure do oigera expenditure do leiriba mipung khudimangna affordable oigadaba aduga loinana quality same quality se pigadaba all over India da same quality pigadaba aduga equitable oigadaba hariba affordable the quality and equity se masi right to education da piriba constitutional provision ado madu phangnana ba hona bane Masida karitawe kadagumana haiba yai mapanda nasaisu panbigre koi ki keynote address pibada Manipur dagi satra mayamama tongan mufam da salaga aikoi ki hard earning money singse mapanda loina drain out tawrebo kadigi damukta parents singna macha singdo afaba education phangnana bai hona bane adu aikoi ki Manipur se Matamama educational hub oiram dabra sigi wahang ama ikoi rethink kangta tausi Manipur se matamama yumlo naba state singi oina ikoi se educational hub oiram dabra ibo matamdu da Dribugar Guwahati Shillong the rest asigi surrounding the leriba ikoi ki neighboring state sing se either Lusai Hills oigera Naga Hills oigera punamak se Manipur sida larik tamambang haktaneba mayam thigalagi yengbiyo DM college da tamgidaba mat ahanba Mizoram ki chief minister singdo Manipur ki DM college da tamamdaba natteba aduga loinana moi hujik hingi bani ex chief minister singdo moi wari sum saka da tholakani kadai da kamai tok tamake kaina moi hairakat hoise handsome tailoring house simaga moi yam palakne koi Rupa Chandra impact ki tawrim sigi moi father ki dukan se masi tawraga haira kaneba that means matamama Manipur se akoi ki akoi badal riba yumlo naba state singi education ki hub oiramel karmhai tawdana aduk phajana leiramba educational hub ado dismantle and degraded tawrakanda akoi se hujek educationally statistics tabudi highly educated haiba aduga yenguraga de akoi only namesake oiba adugu makhal ki education duna akoi employability oideba aduna national education policy de ngasai haijagiba affordable quality and equity sigi makhada sidagi putholakpa chhatra singse mase employable oigadabneba employable oinaba kari kari tawni haragade tongan ba makhal gi steps of education se hujik lae sahi ani hogre hujik sahi ani running tawri basida national education policy na piriba framework of syllabus aduga quality mase khoi maintain tawbatai masi lak matamda Koi framework of education to yauri si machine learning gi yauri, digital learning gi yauri, aduga loina na important species se magi regional and mother language sida lairik tambina bagi adugumba achauba scope ama yauri, aduga loina na mathang laiba educational policy asida piriba national education policy na piriba se akhoi gi leriba sarkar gi school singna mapung phana kare haigani mayam da delivered tauba se democratic system of the governance sida khara watkani maramaduna national education policy na PPE triple P gi model da akoina masigi se promote tawna bonai aduna ne UNACCO na on behalf of the peoples of Manipur quality education poragna ba asiguma makal ge residential school lingkhat pase yamna matam chaba aduga yamna matang chaba adugumba kaino amane na haijaningi aduga laiba no education policy sidade employability haiba wahi asi yaubunina masida classroom da takpa ngakta nattaba magi skilling gi process ama yaugani hairiba skilling asi pirakna bhonabada vocational and entrepreneurship ki sauraba kari haigani course ama yaugani maduna class 6 tagina 10 faudadi multiple vocational choice satra singda ma kari pamge se angang singsigi magi hainabadu yengaga at least khoigi multiple vocational choice pigani adugi matung class 10 dagi 12 tagi de magi specialize on vocational se masi ani natraga ahumda concentrate tawrani masi lakpadadi school singna masa matom dana tongan makal gi skilling gi vocational piba yadabanina national education policy da a policy of conversing haidana ama yauri masida lakado isi karigino nasagi 10 to 12 lakko matamda khoi gi satra singda conversions tawrakanda tongan ba sector singsiga khoi link tawgani maruena masa mahu pharna ba satra sing sana khona bada inna bagi damta youth affairs and years education ga link tawgani youth affairs ta leriba sports ki fanna do maduna inter school sports meet or tongan makal gi school da sports curricula pibu matamda talent form togu matamda youth affairs ka khoi ga merge tawgani madagi phawgala ba lead tawraba national level da international level da sana bungam goda ba khoi gi satra singdo makhoi gi damakta mu tongan ba hujiki new education policy national education policy da academic credit bank hangdoga ma multiple choice aduga any time da to khiba yaba sangakpa yaba sigi flexibility of admission se andaki national education si da piyaba aduga loina na industry ga khoi ga tight up tawda ba yaroi angang singdu nasagi class 10 dagi na 12 fauda makhoi gi vocational se concentrate toruk matamda conversing systems da industry directorate ka industry unit ka akhoi masi collaborate tawda yaroi aduga loina na medical ki su collaborate tawda yaroi trade and commerce ki su tawda yaroi loina na akhoi gi maruena even manipur da hujik media ki ka circle se yamna effective oiba media circle lama la abanina even pi ngai dagi class 10 12 tagi hona journalist ki ithil pi ge harboidi media fraternity lairiba singsiga conversion tawrakanda masi angang singda khoi skill upskill and skilling hariba process asida pigada bane haba adu karim matamda pini hairagadi hujik hana akhoi bharat sarkar na lauthokre backless school day nama lauthokre backless school day 1 week ki manungda nomadi khaw yaudana school da kaga da lairik pudana masi kari tambigado no haragade akhoi gi mangda halaman singsu leiri ai gi contemporary maru mapang mayam su leiri ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯉꯩꯗ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯀꯥꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ every Saturday ꯁꯨꯇꯤ ꯉꯟꯅ ꯊꯥꯏ social service ꯇꯧꯏ ꯂꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯁꯦꯡꯏ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ classroom ꯁꯦꯡꯏ gardening ꯇꯧꯏ ꯃꯗꯨꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯏ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ sense of belongingness to the school ꯑꯩꯒꯤ school your school ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯒꯤ cultivate ꯇꯧꯋꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯔꯛ ꯑꯃ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ toilet ꯁꯦꯡꯕ sanitary ꯒꯤ sweeper ꯒꯤ garden ki chaukidar ki sumai pitho khurkanda ekoi se de-link from the main mandir of education sidage ekoi isa se de-link tawe aduna handakti kaidorage da backless school day sida hairiba industry ki mi laikkai adu da laiba low ubada yamna hairaba pothok puthok ngamaba u suba hairaba kauna saba hairaba makhoi su hairiba numit sida laaga angang singa phaminaraga makhoi ki skill makoina accumulate tawriba su no modagi accumulate tawriba skill singdo mado angang singda impart tawiba hariba singse hujiki system of new education sida laibani aduna punamak si yengaga PPP model da Bharat Sarkar na su yamna thawai yauna kare haigani philanthropy organization amagumna ngasi UNACCO na asigumba makalgi quality achieve tawgadaba duga excellent school lama mangaga mafam sida tawrakpase yamna appreciate tawba yaba adugumba pot amani aduna wahi kharasi hairaga 21st century da day Bharat na asa tawribase Brishaguru haibaduni knowledge ki world sida Bharat na khwaidagi henba knowledge ki adugumba jati ama prithvi ki oige haibani oinelo bo honari bani masi historically amuk yengsi Bharat na hairi si heta haijali bra haina yengasi hangana yengakanda prithvi ki khwaidagi ahanba university ase formal university se kadai daleram kebo Taksasila ka aduga koigi Punjab ki Bihar ki Nalanda ka anisi ne Nalanda da kaidorame more than 10,000 students from all over the world asilaga larik tamame knowledge gain torame adugumba basis karagani yam age all basis ama leiraba 2000 3000 mamang dagi koigi itia kainosida University lerama prithvi mayam la amaba adugumba mafam se masida Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji na amukhana akhoi ancient traditional knowledge and wisdom ki platform ado amukhana revibrate torkanda India should lead the whole world in terms of knowledge aduga akhoi ki amasu leijai mayam tabiramgani akhoi ki se prithvi pumba se imung amatane na khanba Bharat ki yamna nungi oiba philosophical ideology ama lay riba du the base torkanda ngasi ki national education policy se frame tawani aduga masimak akoina Bharat ki lay riba sarkar ngaktana pangthokpa haibase democratic system sida de akoi oithoi aduna Bharat na tawriba sida sarkar na tawbusida lanai individual and recognize in the private school sing Masisu Sagi Piriba, right to education, adu the Yumpam Varaga, equity, affordability, Mayam Singak Piraga, Masita Unaba, Honavasida, Unakona, Soba, Rolama, a Logani Habagi Taza Bado, Tamjari, a Siga Loinanam, Amakatanga Panjaning Bada, Mayam Nadi Yamna High, National Education Policy, Sina Ikogi Han Leramaba, knowledge system, si altered Togdore, Hongdorena. Adunate national education policy da lam gi tongan ba varieties of language and indigenous knowledge singado madu pullab examine torga amuhana revibrate torkanda madu dagi kana ba mayamado maduna unified oiba Indian system of knowledge da madu gi contribution do merge tawno gi damta ngarang na handa Ministry of Education la अखोई indigenous knowledge system की guideline की मधु की कहीं दो publish तौर का अंदर all over India दा circulate तो वो हो रहे वही खरे सी हाइजर अगा Chanung gi praja sing aduga UNACCO gi authority sing aduga ngasi gi lengbi reiba satra gi sangstan sing aduga CSO gi lusing ba punamak aikhoi gi Manipur se educational hub ama oise hargadi sugumba voluntarily thoglaga education gi lam sida excellent ama porok da honori base aikhoi fully wholeheartedly aikhoi kunamaki sohojok changi maram aduna Manipur si Myanmar ga dum hek tainana leibanina national education policy da su yauriba internationalization of higher education si lag matamda Manipur da leiriba educational institutions sing particularly higher education gi da leiriba university sing amadi medical gi leiriba college sing asina aikhoi gi neighboring states dagi Bangladesh dagi oigera Myanmar dagi oigera madugi kanabado aikhoi launanaba madugi aikhoi da hapsi oinanaba honabada UNACCO na tauraiba sigumba activities hai masina full support tawgani maram aduna society gi section khudimukta leriba isilina marumapang khudimukta aina yamna nolukda appeal tawjaning bade education hariba sector asida de thamoi sengna miyam yauna aigi tungi generation se arangba generation ama semba malemda ekhoi gi wakal na rule tawba ngamgadaba ekhoi gi contribution na ekhoi gi putholakpa innovation na control tawba ngamnanabagi adugumba thakta Manipur dagi ekhoi gi naharol sing ekhoi gi generation sing se same si haibase mayamda ina appeal tawjari maduga loinana UNACCO na su madugi spirit adu da follow tawraga ngasigi school se malemda yam tomthil loiba adugumba school lama oyanbiu haidana isorda kuramjaraga mayam punama pu amuka na kuramjari
hello ikai khumna jariba ngasigi thoram asigi athoiba mitunglen oina lingshin biriba Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, Honorable Union Minister of State MOS for External Affairs and Education bo haining alaitana thagatpa phongdokchari ngasigi thoram asigi thoram apugi warol marichuna thambiramba ikai khumna jariba chief guest bo sinjalang jariba gi mahu sinjaraga hanna nolupa uchari mathang asina thoram asi makha chathajarak poina aikoina ngasigi thoram asibu yaubina bagi damakta kaujariba singi maraktagi ahanbada kaushinjari Shri Sapamcha Jadumani, President Federation of Haumi States Selenkat Pirak na damakta nolok na hangachari ikai kumna jariba Shri Sapamcha Jadumani, President Federation of Haumi States Selenkat Pirakani aduga ikai kumna jariba bo aikoina chamna langjariba memento simatang pibidunay ikai kumna ba utpi na damakta nolok na hangachari ngasigi thoramasigi guest of honor oina lingshin biriba Shri T.A. Lokeshwar Singh, Honorable MLA Khundrakpam Assembly Constituency. Mathang asina maike asomgi ahal laman sing ahan bada mingway na mathang amuktang ning singjari ahan bada en tangba sing Secretary Chanung Development Committee States Selenkat Pirak na damagta nolok na hangachari mathang da o Pakpa Singh Member Uyumpok Gram Panchayat mathang da Y Kokngang Singh President Chanung Development Committee ahan bada en tangba sing Secretary Chanung Development Committee Thoram sinjalang jari bagi mai kay dagi chamlaba memento simatang kudol tamjaraga ikai kumnaba ucheri mathangda ikai kumna jari ba o Pakpasing Member Uyungpok Gram Panchayat Lengket Pirakli chamnalang jari ba kudol pot lanada na laushin biba hanna nolupo cheri mathangda kausin jari Y Kokngang Singh President Chanung Development Committee. Mathangda Kaushinjari M. Japan Chanung. Mathangda N. Sanatomba Singh, Jila Parisad. Mathangda K. A. Chaubiton Singh, Secretary KB Kumuda Society. Matang lengket piyak na baydamakta naluk na hanggatchari. M. Japan. N. Sanatomba Singh, Jila Parisad. K. A. Chaubiton Singh, Secretary, KB Kumuda Society. Matang lengket piyak na baydamakta naluk na hanggatchari. Lengshin biriba kwai pumnamak na aikoy githawra masibu pungning thawgat piboy na ahoba khubak amamtang khubiduna aikoy na langjariba kudol pot sing asibu laushin biriba ikai khumna jariba sing busu pungning thawgat piboy na mayamdagi sahayo kadu nizari haininga leitana thagat pa phongdok chari mathang asina ikai khumna jariba ngasi githawra masigi guest of honor oina su lengshin biriba Honorable MLA Kundrakpam Assembly Constituency Bo Ikai Kumna Bot Pinabagi Damakta Noluk na Hagachari Sri Laishram Kogen CEO UNACCO Group of School na Penagi replika sima Kudol Tambido na Ikai Kumna ba utpigani. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for doing the honor and accepting a token of love and appreciation. Thawram makha chatha zarapoina ngasigi thawram masigi guest of honor oina lengshin biriba Honorable MLA Kundrakpam Assembly Constituency Sri T.A.S. Lokeshwar Singh na thawram masiga mari leinana wafam khara thambina bagidamakta noluk na hangachari.
Ngasigi yai faraba numidasida UNACCO School Excellence in Education Foundation stall lying Thorumasigi Chief Guest ki Pamalanda Pambiramba Aiga Uncle Honorable Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Sri Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, I ahan mamukta degai khunbucha warna ki energy mo chenjara gai welcome to Tokjari kai khunju sari hadan nulukchari guest honor de phamala da phambiriba ai giyamba Sri Govindas Konthokjam, Honorable Minister Works and Ayas, Pushay ni Kai Kunbuchari, Aduga Hoteling Biramba, Iginao, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and IPR, Sri Dr. Sabam Ranjan Singh, Kai Kunbuchari, Aduga Honorable Minister of Cape and PD and PICD, Iginao, Honorable Shri L. Sushindro Mitai, a Kai Kunabachari, Lona function Sigi, President Gipamlan Pambiriba, a Marup N. Irabanta Singh, Chairman UNACCO Schools, Adamang the Lingshimbiriba, all the invitees, a Ambasing, a Marom Pangsing, a top to Blangriba, a Lekai de Lakpirik by Alam Lagrujun Singh, Satra Narul Singh. Ado school sige governing body gi members sing ado electron print media gi sinok sin punamak ai kai punabuchari nong se taram dragati yamna nongai gadamne adobu kari hana ishorna kari hana sem habdi dikhangre koigi manipur le phatta punamak se Uba Pangana Haina Taba Malin Nong Sen and some Kanbada. Ado Ahana Magdai, I see Langri ba quite keep Punamaktai request some to Doggery, Madodi, heck, Sound getting a Hilapasi, Lambi Machinja, what Lambi say. Mase, a Sigida Magda, Asagi, Nakpigani, heck, no Tabata Satana Bahavatare. Ado Harvard Lambi say, maruina semna naba preparation tawringa nong tabana hanjilakibani house ta aina hek opposition phamba 2018 19 bakti harab lambi se mayamna khangbiram gani polom ta thokkiba leite adubu opposition phamba tung dai saka su paisa tang problem laibana khangde honorable minister house ta hek assurance piraga tawbungam gidabdi handakti honorable chief minister of state sigi aigi tamo birienda aina house ta puthokwa matamda sungsoi soidana mamang da torumdragasu sungsoi dana taurage hadar assurance pibi bedagi ngasi aigi tamo govindas works by vision joren choin haragani sungsoi na semagani habesem dai acheba thajabani hariba ani makse hagi wase tamo biren si onama chim se ju hagi wadi ngakna satpanain sum khanjabada opposition gi waite ruling wa leite anu ta adagi aigi tamo govindasu mase works mamangi hek mana karapada works kaya pai works department pai gre aduna what is the function of kogi PWD se ma patan khangbi bani na soidana habirakani adubu aina asagi mayang mo chinjaraga haijaba tare suje soidana semagani lambi se sigi central sponsor scheme dis lactring mamangda state ki share dagi haitara state ki state sigi haitara fund dagi khara hana semsi ko haidana haina bani dubu soidan tawbirakani haidona koi 100 days program da su yaubi tawbudabu harab 100 days yaubi program se masi insufficient ore aduna masi phan khara ga hapiraga haina gi tamo govindas honorable minister jo haija bani karigino lambi sa tumati important ore se hariba sigi residential school ama sagado se masi koi gi manipur gi damutati han basu oidoribni adugo khwaidagi notice natraga all india gi na khwaidagi maming sapa education section da amasu oinana ban haidana igi marup irabanda da before sigi hangringi mamang da in mongonda commitment laujabani hak phajana salaiba ngamgadra ngangbin haradi phadi bar aina hek darka lebe eje kindisi mo chinjaraga darka lebe khaida haibiu angama mateng pangjage lam Gidrakal Islam Gimatang Pangjo Habra Lambi Gidrakal Lambi Gimatang Pang Habra Loina with the Gidrakal Loan Matang Pang financial Drakal financial Drakat Matang Pang Habra Hain Hangbakanda yes Habadagi Tauraji Hadana Shigi Lamse Hui Kun Sita Minute Punamtegi I have loud Haraga Mase Hoina cooperation Pijar Haraga Harabi School se Hangdon Jabane Adubu now he's a committed person hagi bata thabak on thok pada businessman amoina orgasu thabak na utpana hanba hauji foundation to line tawrise hanna already haraba infrastructure se kidam kana khogi foundation puna maximum 95% loirabane adubu hariba kanu sigi kari haitara corona virus lakhibdagi sigi pandemic si lakhibdagi thabak se pura lekhibdagi ngasi khoi sangwan udabane adubu soidana orani February gi thabaki mangda ma su soidana miyanda sinnagani habase ma habi karigumba hareba pandemic da lakpidraba loino dro si problem like tro wedi ma he will do ma soidana tawgani habase ache thajabani aduna school lama sakholana ba education sakot phabase khwai degi darkar lebase lambi thongne and khoigi loino order ne mafam dugi haribase lambi si hojiki kaibiro se na chanung taba lambi si letradi clean da paraga sida angang tamma yaba nateba lambi da la tam duine ba ado di any education section cha ko haba tar de first han bada government gi puning chin jai jisu adigi intelligent mang gi puning chin jai jisu school lama leba tar ba di school gi yongna hona ba matam da angang sida matam mangna na ba satra da oja sing da chapada convenient onana ba quite da kala se and the first priority se lambi neba communication adu ida makta auji mayan uwiram ngani hek irin turel matakla le thong se thongin sar se based on sigi school mayamam leba mayan se oja sing lakpa kanda convenient onana ban haidona thong si simakte matik cha da karo taru ka lain khai ga nipan sam kharani 2016 sara kone du handagi February thas da sanga na ba pandam thamjare bine lore 80% lore auji matak hapa ga hairaga lore makhong haiba lore aduna handagi lakado February thagi mang sidadi hariba sibaki lambi se adum hayeng mathang dadi aeroplane ta dung na mathang lakpa kan ini function lakpa kan da mathang da lakpiu sigi sanga bada soidana ngasi lengbire punabak lengbira u adu baki mamang da khoi labi si loina na hoda jega da myam da soi appeal tawjari sigi Chanung da lambi ji okchi pituk pik pane koi praja ga ngangnar ga yanar ga at least double lane chapa yana na bahai da na koi isinau ji tana bani gamin paisa ngai bidi yar roi ram da saib ai ga naga tangkhai puthong na rasi aduga harba lambi se mase community me ana chapa lambi ni adu kisi matakta sigi residential school dem hangam ni na hai da na akuni haina raga at least 50 feet muk bak na bahai da na tawjabani ado yanare sungsoi dang February tha bag mang da uba phang ne da nai mayam da sunu ju thamjari aduga loisalak pada hariba infal to songmang kaibi roche honorable chief minister ju assurance pibiram ni na hariba CRIF haina central fund nama lai si makada sungsoi sona tawrajana ai proposal thajare adu honorable minister soidana mase tawgani tawra habirani soina tawbiraken ju khalle ado aina sum koi chimja sing injani tadaba matam da ju sungsoi sodana harise mechin chingba lambi mo ge dawni na haidana man tawbirakpani adoga aigi laikai da lengbirak liba koi karoi thangna laikai sing lakpiri ba chinau sing imai bel sing gi marum pang jing mafam daina appeal tawjening badi sigi school se tam bang ngamnana ba koi kan hona minasi si school se tamu tamagadi sungsoi ju dra isa do mangaro hebase asima kaktang di thajabiu ini dra kala ba kam sa ngam mateng pang jiga to na masi thangna riba sarunung da laibri village sing pudi mak mafan so ina appeal tawjari aduga atop top di lengbirak liba koigi UNACCO bu amasung managing director aigi maruf koigi iraban tabu thajabi ba khudi mak mafan so ina appeal tawjning base education haiba sidi ma sigi filis dai thawai ka thoigen khalaba mi mu orabnina all the guardians punamak satrising punamak faculties punamak su asuma music thola gadi koi punamak na aigi megi jat bijat khaidana don dola khaidana fully cooperation piraba kanda koi gi lamdam sida asai gi atopa residential school atopa state level misdegi hena ama phangba haibdu ai soidana phangene khalle aduna mayam dege ne su harba ai marup irabandar tawjiri bisinga soyangam yaurga su madu punamak to cooperation PBU haidana su ai sigi UNACCO school Chanung sigi mo chenjalaga amusung ai appeal tawjari aduga aina amako hajing base school lama maming chakpa masi school sibu tamadi angang mangdra bani ko habase karam haina tawada gajdi madoda maintenance to maintain to buriba magi managing madoda simbi lang buriba mai makok tu si makha polle faculties makha polla banina education haiba koi bu tambi tapki bo professor mayam yaure sida koi bu hek tambi ra khutpa tambi su mayam leire aina haiba su artha lere roi mayam hena khamure moy khangang birakani adobu aina thengnara jarakpa eje MLA mo yodi thengnara satra singa thengnara oja singa thengnara aduga intellectual thengnara gi experience sama tang tam jega da nai ai hajabani maram de school sigi manak sida any school dugi periphery area da library ba any sangstan any intellectual any person punamak tuna si school je farakini na khalaba oja phabanda laba sathu ja phamada laba adu ibor gadi koi surrounding da library ba mipung khudi bangna aigi lanni ko haibase asim kaktang ti ai tahun janenge masi doctor ba mikot da phanokak mana phanokak phau janu tok janu se Chanung daro ne ngai ta nungmai mo ka mi he hato adigi chang mi se no yu thakpani sa sa mayam le ren khalo ju school manak to da gundang ata ngai bani angang thor hatok piram na kamai tong hara gadi kamai ne angang si school tamla kani maramatuna ene school lama phaba school lama le raba ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯁꯔꯥꯎꯟꯗꯤꯡꯗ ꯂꯩꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯜ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯚꯤꯂꯤꯌꯟ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯅꯦ ꯁꯤꯚꯤꯛ ꯁꯦꯟꯁ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯕ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯂꯩꯔꯕ ꯀꯥꯟꯗꯗ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯀꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯔꯋꯥꯏꯁ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯄꯗ ꯂꯨꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯀꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯗ ꯁꯥꯈꯤ ꯑꯃꯒ ꯐꯪꯖꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯣꯝ ꯍꯥꯌꯔ ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟꯗꯔꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯁꯦ 2016ꯗ ꯑꯞꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯦꯁꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤ 15 to 16ꯗ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯤ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯁꯦ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁꯇ ꯁꯦꯛꯁꯟ A B C ꯈꯥꯏꯗꯣꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯆꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯁꯧꯃꯥꯡ ꯑꯦꯔꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯈꯨꯟ ꯈꯔꯗꯣ ꯐꯨꯜꯂꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯦꯋꯥꯔꯅꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯗ ꯀꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯗ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯗꯤꯐꯤꯀꯜꯇꯤꯁ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯇꯧꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯐꯨꯜꯂꯤ ꯀooperation ꯄꯤꯔꯕ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯕ ꯃꯩꯔꯥ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯤ ꯚꯤꯂꯦꯖ ꯑꯣꯊꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯏꯟꯀ꯭ꯂꯨꯗꯤꯡ ꯏꯂꯦꯛꯇꯦꯗ ꯃꯦꯝꯕꯔꯁ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯁꯥꯃꯛ ꯐꯨꯜꯂꯤ ꯀooperation ꯄꯤꯔꯕ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯦ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯇꯝꯃꯦ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯇꯝꯃꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯁꯨ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ MLA ꯂꯣꯀꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯔꯤꯌꯥ ꯗꯦꯚꯂꯞꯃꯦꯟꯠ ꯐꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯔꯣꯔ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯆꯪꯉꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗꯣ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯦꯝꯒꯠꯆꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯦꯝꯒꯠꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯔꯥꯡ ꯀꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏ ꯐꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯁꯦ ꯐꯍꯟꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯇꯝꯕꯤꯒꯗꯨꯅ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯇꯤ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯐꯥꯏ ꯑꯣꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯏꯕꯦꯝ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯌꯥꯔꯅꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯐꯥꯏ ꯑꯣꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯃꯥ ꯃꯄꯥꯅ ꯁꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗ ꯇꯝꯃꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯃꯥꯡꯒꯗꯧꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗ ꯇꯝꯃꯗꯤ MLAꯅ ꯄꯨꯔꯥ ꯒꯥꯏꯗ ꯇꯧ ꯂꯩꯕꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯐꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯆꯅꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ UNACCO ꯔꯦꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟꯁꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯆꯅꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯕꯤ ꯀꯨꯃꯨꯗꯥꯒꯤ ꯇꯔꯦꯠ ꯈꯨꯟꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯀꯩꯕꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯂꯝꯕꯣꯏ ꯈꯨꯟꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯎꯌꯤꯡꯄꯨꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯆꯤꯡꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯀꯣꯠꯇ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯀꯤ ꯂꯟꯅꯤ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯝꯕ ꯐꯪꯉꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯆꯥꯁꯦ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔ ꯑꯣꯔ ꯏꯟꯖꯤꯅꯤꯌꯔ ꯑꯣꯔ IAS IPS ꯐꯪꯉꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯖꯕꯁꯤ ꯄꯣꯛꯅꯅꯕ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯞ ꯏꯔꯥꯕꯟꯇ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯀꯂꯤꯛꯁ ꯒꯝꯅꯤꯡ ꯕꯣꯗꯤꯗ ꯑꯄꯤꯜ ꯇꯧꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯈꯛꯇꯗꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯊꯣꯛꯅꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯉꯝꯕ ꯀꯩ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯩꯔꯁꯨ ꯑꯉꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯖꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯒ ꯑꯔꯣꯏꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯃꯣ ꯒꯣꯕꯤꯟꯗꯥꯁꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯂꯦꯡꯕꯤꯔꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯏꯅꯥꯎ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯣꯅꯔꯦꯕꯜ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇꯔ PhD ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯥꯁꯨ ꯀꯃꯤꯇꯦꯠ ꯆꯠꯄꯅꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯋꯥꯇꯔ ꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯏꯁꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯈꯔ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤꯁꯦ ꯃꯥ ꯉꯥꯏꯇ ꯆꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯆꯕꯅꯤ ꯆꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯐꯦꯃꯤꯂꯤꯗꯨꯡ ꯇꯧꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯁꯨꯡꯁꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯆꯅꯨꯡ ꯋꯥꯇꯔ ꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ JJ ꯃꯈꯥꯗ ꯌꯥꯎ ꯂꯩꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯑꯞꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯦꯁꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯅꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯆꯅꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯟꯁꯤ ꯃꯍꯨꯠ ꯁꯤꯟꯖꯔꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯑꯄꯤꯜ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯃꯣ ꯒꯣꯕꯤꯟꯗꯥꯁꯅꯁꯨ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯂꯝꯕꯤꯁꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗ ꯑꯦꯁꯨꯔꯦꯟꯁ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯄꯤꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯦ ꯊꯥꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩ ꯕꯤꯗꯥꯏ ꯂꯧꯖꯩ ꯊꯦꯡꯛ ꯌꯨ ꯚꯦꯔꯤ ꯃꯆ
Thagachari, Ekai Kunajariba Shri T.S. Lokishore Singh, Honorable MLA, Kundrakpam Assembly Constituency. Ngasigi Thoramasigi Ekai Kunajariba Mitung Lengi, Marichumba Warol Thambiramba Haining Alitana, Tagatpa Fongdokchari. Matang asina Thoramasi Makacha Tazarak Poina, Equina Mamang the Tauzakiba Ekai Kunajariba Mitung Len Singh the Gi. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯕꯥꯔꯇꯣꯟ ꯀꯠꯆꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯀꯧꯈꯠꯇꯨꯅ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕ ꯇꯥꯟꯖꯥ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯂꯧꯖꯔꯤ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯗ ꯀꯧꯁꯤꯟꯖꯔꯤ ꯁꯨꯔꯦꯁ ꯍꯨꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯣꯝ ꯗꯤꯖꯥꯏꯟ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯨꯗꯤꯑꯣ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ A. Jimmy Carter Iron and Steel Works ꯃꯊꯪꯗ W. Basanta Singh Proprietor Tiles Valley ꯃꯊꯪꯗ Mr. A. Rabin K. Singh son of late renowned engineer A. Narendra Dhwaja Singh ꯃꯊꯪꯗ Mr. Tapan Proprietor of Shikha Sanitary Chingmairong Matang same sadana laibina bidamagta nolukna hangachari. Aduga ikai kumnajariba Shure Sri Drombo, Equigi memento CPB Nabagidamagta nolukna hangachari, Ikai kumnajariba Sri El Susindro Maite, Honorable Minister CAF and PD PhED, Nasigatora Masigi, Guest of Honor na memento si Lantok Pigani. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Shure's Huidrom Design Studio. Thank you so much. And next would like to request A. Jimmy Carter, Iron and Steel Works. A. Jimmy Carter, Iron and Steel Works. Ladies and gentlemen, A. Jimmy Carter, Iron and Steel Works. Thank you so much. And next would like to request W. Basanta Singh, Proprietor, Tiles Valley. W. Basanta Singh, Proprietor, Tiles Valley. Mathangda Mr. A. Rabinkesh Singh, son of late renowned engineer A. Narendra Dhwaja Singh. Lengkat piyak na bay damak tanulok na hangachari. Mathangda A. Rabinkesh Singh, son of late renowned engineer A. Narendra Dhwaja Singh. Lengkat piyak na bay damak tanulok na hangachari. Rabinkesh ki mathangda Mr. Tapan, proprietor of Shikha Sanitary, Chingmairong. Lengkat piyak na bay damak tanulok na hangachari. Mathangda Kaushinjari. Mathangda Kausinjari Gautam Wangkem, Branch Manager, Axis Bank, Kwakaitel Branch. Mr. Tapan, Proprietor of Sikha Sanitary, Chingmairong, stays the link at Pirk na Magdamagtan Naluk na Hangachari. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Tapan, Proprietor of Shikha Sanitary, Chingmairong. Mathangda Gautam Wangkem, Branch Manager, Axis Bank, Kwakaitel Branch. Ladies and gentlemen, Gautam Wangkem, Branch Manager, Axis Bank, Kwakaitel Branch. Mathangda SBI MU Branch ki any representative lingkat priyak na bay damatan naluk na hangachari. SBI MU Branch, any representative would like to call upon on stage and give us a moment to felicitate. We have a representative from SBI MU Branch. And to felicitate Honorable Minister CAF and PD, PHED, guest of honor of today's function, Sri L. Susindra Maite would like to request once again Sri Arup Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Director, UNACCO Group of Schools. Presenting a replica of Pena. Thank you so much for doing the honor. Ikaikum na jariba guest of honor na nga sige thora masiga marilay na nawafam karat hambi na bay damag tanulok na hagachari.
Ahamatada Lamdamasibu Konbiriba, Ishorboina, Tamoinum the Chena Taunazari, Nasigi, UNACCO School, excellent in education, Haiba, Chanung, Sigi Function Foundation Stone Laying Ceremony, Function as the Sipgeski from Landalensin Birimba, Sri Dr. R.K. Ranjan, the guest honor from Landalensin Biriba, Sri Govindas KhutSem, Imarup Sri Sapam Ranjan, Adoga Yamba Lokeshwar, Lamdamasigi MLA, Adoga UNACCO Chairman, Yarabanta, Yamba Soina Maya, Ikaikun Uchari, Adoga Mandalin Sembreba, Akoigi Lamdamasigi, Yamna Maruiba, Mediagi Chinlau Singh, editors Mayam Ure, Nahangadi, Amukta Punda Ubu Pangdam Nedona City. The Sigi Yamagi, Akoigi UNACCO, Gizda the Punna Loy Upanga, entrepreneurs sing, Mayamsu, Loydum Upange, Mayampuno Saina Mukan, Ikai Kunova, Loinana, Mayampuno Kurumjari. I Nasigi Lamdamase, Nasigi 22 years Kumbagim among the Leramba, Mong the Dagi Nasigi, Mongsi, Yamna Owen Ba, Adomama, Lerambasi, Yamna Nungai Pawi. Sahi Kunitoi Mamang, I say 2000 Yuarini. madui matam du da Chanung se chat pa se akhoi mi mari manga do ngone swai da lai satpi o se kanam Chanung da sau se kanam ya de matam du lambi phatab da inatana lambi na taba mi atopa khara hitare lamdam atop de laga phatab ju swai da khara lai gal leba matam du da aduna salasu kaibi swai da gari ga thamamba khong na salu si haiba gumba mayam na hainai se gari wo sang ri Chanung da hapta am lai te yaroi se heta haire ba mayam se aduna sidi adu gumba awon ba ma lakpa si yam na nungai adu da natana lamdam asigi ichel naw singda Manipur punamakta khudong chaba pigadorba suma school ama residential school ama Chanung gumba jaga amada hangak pa hebase Chanung gi praja ichel naw sing amasung khundra phang gi praja ichel naw sing kwaidi laibak phabane nai ai haijaningi aduna ai amuka jo hanna khoi UNACCO gi chairman obiba akhoi yamba irabanta dai yamna thagapa phongthok sei maramdi karigino hai matamda lamdam ase maming de sum taraga pak chataba lamne adubo siguma mafam ase is da sumaina school lamaga hangbidana mayam punamaki benefit mayam punam to benefit pibi ni hai base masena laiba phabu leitre nai damai sumai thamjage adu amana khoige ai kendra da hai batare ko ai kendra any private school hangak pase mase boy school founders in the heta nungai ro de bajane ai na hai dois ai gi dilam da madu dai da ai gi lekai da na traga ai mafam do school ma hang bi ga di mafam do gi mioi khradi akoi free of cost like tam han bio se ai de always ai hai bane ado sai gi lekai gi chil naw sing gi de ado um demand sing thamong da thamam da di khang de ai gi oina di tham bane ana ai moina thamam da ba le ga so any class amada haibatare satra mamdi UNACCO na pukchen chauna lamdam asigi chinau sing asi taman bio se ai UNACCO gi chairman dai request hoji swai abi gani ai khalle man masigi achauba problem khalle bako masi ai gi kendra da thoko problem ne masigi disturbance lamdam asigi da hangada school se lekai asigi mio sina cooperation bidra yaroi da mayam le na sai koi tamo location na palamdo swai je phatau mayam le kana school langning do no school tam kana lamning do yam chumba wane aduna madu gi relationship to madu phan gi haraga di madu ma thabak thorom jino khar tawba darkar le maram de kai gi no hai matam da ai gi yum mamang da yum phajam sare building na traga na either sports complex oi be ai na madu gi mafam dai da changaga yengbo gi khudong chaba phangdraba natragana changaga ngatang oiso entertain tau phangdragadi madu aigi thamoida nungai tawje phawraganda madu yekhaiba thingai ningbo myam phawk baibje mahok sane ana madu ma kaya singa do tholak tanaba su point ama oina aduga lamdam aside su praja singbu nungsibiba moina yenganda tangai fadana satra amamdi free da lehen bio se ai UNACCO gi kangu da ina masigi dam tai thamjabane ai gi kendra da adum loi no school ano no bula ko sing yam tauri adum loi pibi adoi ai gi di maru oina lai raba sing masing yam leiba aduga mama ampa leitraba tasengna maru oina lokrabina yokpa masa sing adugumda hana ai gi kendra di priority pi aduga tangai fadan lekai adugi employee ju khara adum pibi adu UNACCO si amna employee am generation to employee am piba adugumba ama oibanina soidana leka SSU employee dikradi ai PB gadra na khali adubo taseng nama employee mo oiba haibase yam lubana karino harakanda akhoi lekai de leremne na akhoi tongning mari tawba yaroi Chanung gi chinlau sing se mi budi yam phabane do khara khara su mi adum aphaba me amarta dum khara su dum yaudi yaubane ba aduna maduna ga employee sang odi UNACCO se khara su bera ka do sane aduna strictly lekai gi chinlau sing na any employee pi han matam da hana record khara phattaba sing du di school la changsalu halrono hayeng bera ka ne aduna akhoi gi lekai gi lebiriba maruina chinau sing na development committee koi Chanung development committee se ha kuire aina khangmada do sigi chinau sing na khidang yeng chalaga koi employees generate people matamda khar yenghaningi aduna madu ma kya sing adu ai haijaningi aduga ama khangna kwai nungai bam yawi na sai kano is koi gi magi school sigi lakada structures is study football field kada ulle akoi gi visual da de do akoi gi chairman na haibada di hockey gi amaga cricket stadium amaga hapani hai ado manung da sum lai hita di yaroi ado Chanung gi lei ba mi sing du sana ba yana ba gi mong da tau bu se darka le ga na aina hodok ba da ngai ni chairman ha se madu gi tonga na campus so ma hek la ko Chanung gi sin lau sing se sana ba yana na ba tongan ba campus ma oi doi ni na mana ado mai na thambi ado ma si Chanung na mung lam ji khara mu he na pi ra ba lei di Chanung gi su lam di yam le rang ni aina sum khan ba da khara mu pi ra di akoi ye school si dana tana so sports academy amabu akoi hapu yagadra na I khalle adana sumaina tawbi basi yam phai mayam punamakta sanabagi khudong chaba pibi ba akoi honorable sports minister su yawbiri adumana su dum pangba yaba lekai sigi chenlaw singi yengbiraga dum tawbi yaba sum tawbigani na ina ningsing jage aduga aigi site gi haitare ai site budi se Chanung gi se hempo ma khak leim ada sonda amaga adagi se kun masam sa ni hum siga is water supply se leitaba ado tawudi Chanung gi kangu su mangai re son gi sing mathak ta leiba mi sing su mangai re ura bu yaw na moi se saba kangu ne sing di yam puthoro ka ne ba Chanung dagi ado karai de no sing puthoro ise karai de no ko mai to no yeng kan sing puthoro boda sing du dang masadung yala di phadab uras yauna uru su tongana phange ba Chanung ada masi krai di lai no ha da son mathak lom kang wo swai ji kang wo ada yari gai di Chanung gi sinau sina aina pai ri ba department na se sa isingi problem le helo gi ha di ura phokoi thawak sim dang di tokpio yon ba su tokpio hoi season da ya da ba gi khara masa phan da na ko tana khara season ab du na tongan bam ni hek arai bage loi no ka ga yon ga dam ne hairadi akoi gi ising gi men la ka dor bi ising ji karai de no si mayam khanbio si oje water supply je akoi Chanung dam happy PhD department da soina sarani resource ni karai de gi no pukri so je ji hana de batin na kalam ne hoji de pam na ka ko doi ne pukri ding ha le kang thrani karai de ising na pi duri masisu mayam khanbio aduna koina borewell khara tawduri adugi borewell dagi khara pibudi ngamba ya adu loinmu sufficient oibudi oiroi aduna main resource oiba chingi ising jingje masi na koi hena thona na bo uwa je khara thaba daka le aduna sona kanda le riba kangu si phawr ga sali ba kangu da su awareness piba darka le development committee da Chanung gi le riba development committee da mokoi gi le riba kun masa amani sida haibiraga yarige u yadanaba adagi yarige akoi adugumba thabak thorom sing do tawdanaba na madum tang ai haijaningi aduna yam tangai fadana akoi Chanung gi lebiri be chelnau sing da akoi water supply gi di handaki lakadoriba 2023 gi April gumba ta da male ina sungkham da March April manu da soidana akoi Chanung gi chelnau sing da ising thakpa phangbagi khudong chabadudi soidra laani adubu kayam yamna pithakpa ngamgodoi no haibado madu khaki problem ni aduna adum lisang sena ising thakna nabagi adugi problems indu le heloi gi hayadi u sikitang kaktanaba mayamne awareness tobiraga isingi resource area se masim tang develop tobiyo nai samai sumai thamjage aduga koi gi school gi kwaidagi kana gadaba haitare mase si nakan gi sing masa se hana koi nungsu yam thoi ado hoji su dum nungsu mayam paibui ado school gi ichil now sing da hena phanna ba haiba tare sigi local lagi product laiba sing se masi yari ge pibi raga school ma sa ba ba se paisa mayam sang mo pone adagi investment mayam sang pone nasi bank ki akoi chorak pa ma sum khangjai bank ki sin now sing yam hena samnaba aduga North Eastern gi microfinance mayam gi su leader oina laibne akhoi gi tamu irabanta se ai anamba Guwahati da kaida magi akhoi gi microfinance to mayam gi moi unabo khotpa gi ai ne he mateng pangbiba lei aduna loan loba adagi leka ss da kana naba to khopa matamda akhoi leka ss gi resource khara thoi se masi school si saba matamda mateng pangbirabo school si saba matamda moi gi leija gadabane adu leka ss gi su thoi ba posin do season halagadi hena leka ida su economy do fagar kadra na ai khalle aduna leka ss gi thoi ba raw materials mayam thoi adu mayam do season hanbio adu leka ss gi sagadore ba mathangi January February haibra saida February da sanga ga da school hojite akoina foundation stone de akoina si hun bada ngari sabade hana horomme school je de basement gi chang di arsis slab po heiramme aduna masi yam thuna loini anamana yamna speed oibane magi construction group sing je do yam thuna loishalaga lekai gi su hena kanaba adagi mayam gi su hena kanaba adena sai gi akoi tamo location je aina khal mai assembly da ngang da waji su ngang e ko na ai hek pan ge ne khalamin ado tamo Govinda su yawramni na lambi gi di ai thaido phom di leire mo onda ai sum khan bada ado lambi gi di taseng na ga tamo location se magi se lambi je mi na tara khak chat ka da mana semi bu lambi se na mi je sani mu chat pa ya bu lambi ne tara khadani ko chatli di ada pakthok padi bhai da pakthok ba hai tare aduna magi se hayeng ko na di yamna hena phagada ba matam tung ko na di yamna phagada ba dum ba poram di oi adubu sarkar asina paisa gi phiwam sidi yamna hena resource level na tamnina yamna hena phaba pot na tamnina akoi sarkar asina di ena paksana to bungam mudi na te do tamo location gi kendra sina khuba muktang pak ko di khazu phagada ba sidi football field mu pak pa kendra ne hapasu magi kendra sida hapi je sahi kudinge haipe yang go jane ruling da leiba khoi da gi hena opposition leiba mane hena hapim ne adu so dum pien da bone maram de geno da sai lam du pak chau bonina adu especially akoi honorable minister waksu yaubi ribnina Chanung gi lambi sim dandi akoi yamba location gi mateng pangjaraga masim da dikidam pak ko laga kitang phajana amtang sembiyo na ai request taujage ado tamo location gi koi gi somung kaibi somung sagomang do aina tabada di handaki 100 days yawe na tai adana aina na sai lakpada lambi da nungju khara thabo ure adana haubo horamni na soidana ai loira kadra na khalle adana haudaba potoni problem nei se semba bo haudradi loiro e adana semba horamni soi loira ni adana tamo location na sagomang kare somung sagomang roto man handaki sesel lakpada di ai palakada mandre na in khalli adana soina yambagi pamiba lambi si soina mai pakani honorable minister na 100 days ki akoi program da su yawbu i adana soidana lamdam asi Imphal East ki manung chaliba akoi khundra pam sigi Chanung haiba lamdam asi su hena mai pakpa ade hena develop leiba adum na hena fajaba adumba mafam mu oisnu na ai smai sum tamjage aduga akoi gi nasigi mang da lengsen biriba akoi entrepreneurs sing mayam haiba tare koi chinlaw sing mayam uri UNACCO school lamni na swai da su kai kai no develop to boya ba sing khara punna to minerdi hena mu chakhot po oini haina ina khali aduna mayam punna mona torok poya ba business swai zaiza khara expand to bio na ai smai so mai thamjage adoga koi gi nasi di CSO su yam uine CSO gi leader sing jam ure ne nasai gi media khadana to hai tare CSO leaders sing mayam se ai pak udeba smaina media ne adagi CSO ne ade entrepreneurs sing smaina punnu ubse nasi function sin bo ham bo ngada male punna phambu ubse ado CSO sing ichinlaw sin nasu akoi lamdam asing matang da akoi Ranjan na sai cha gi matang daga panbiram do ai nasin ha mane tajaba aduna CSO gi ichinlaw sing su mayam punnu mangna punsan biraga adagi mayam punamangna sorot pibiraga akoi gi Chanung gi lamdam asi ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯂꯛꯄ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯁꯤꯗꯩꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯅ ꯁꯄꯣꯔꯠ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯒ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯐꯖꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯍꯟꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯤꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯤꯜ ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯏꯗꯤꯇꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯤꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯙꯅꯕꯤꯔ ꯂꯥꯏꯁ꯭ꯔꯝꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯤꯔꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯙꯅꯕꯤꯔ ꯂꯥꯏꯁ꯭ꯔꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯦ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯚꯔꯁꯤꯇꯤꯗ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯕꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯤꯁꯤꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯝꯒꯗꯕ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯇꯤꯚꯤꯗ ꯀꯩꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯎꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯝꯗꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯝꯗꯝ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯇꯤꯚꯤ ꯗꯤꯁꯀꯁꯟꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯁꯨ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯑꯇꯩꯗꯁꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯇ ꯏꯟꯚꯥꯏꯠ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯒ ꯂꯝꯗꯝ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯔꯛꯄꯗ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯅ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯌꯨꯅꯥꯀꯣ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯕꯨꯁꯨ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯛꯄ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤꯔꯣꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯇꯦꯟꯁꯤꯟꯖꯔꯒꯦ
Thagatpa Phongdokchari, Ikai Kumnajariba, Honorable Minister, CAF and PD, PHED, Shri L. Susindro Maitei, Ngasigi Thoramasigi Guest of Honor, Giwarol Marichuna Thambiramba, Haininga Laitana, Thagatpa Phongdokchari. Matangasina, felicitation of local members, engineer, architect, landscape designer, CSO, students organization, and eminent personality of Manipur. Makachata Zerapoina, Matang Kaziktang Tuna, Kausinjari, Ikai Kumnajari Basingna, Konglei Tuna, Lingshin Biraknabagi Damaktasu, Nolukchari, Warau Biroy, Ahan Bata Kausinjari and Benju Singh, BB and Associates, award to be received by K. Bumeraj, partner, BB and Associates. Would like to request and Benju Singh, BB Associates, award to be received by K. Bumeraj, partner, BB and Associates. Hi Riba. Award SCPB na bagdamagtay kay kumnajariba nga sige thoramasigi guest of honor oy nalingshin biriba Shri Govindas Konthosam, Honorable Minister PWD and Youth Affairs and Sports napu noluk na hanggachari. BB and Associates and Benju Singhi behalf the award Sibalo biriba K. Bumeraj, partner BB and Associates. Matang the Kaushinjari ikay kumnajariba Shri Dilip Yumnamcha, President Pandam. Ikai Kumnajari Boja stays the link at Prekna by the Magtanoluk Nagachari. Shri Dilip Yumnamcha, President Pandam. Ikai Kumnajariba Oja Dilip Yumnamcha Gimatangda. Ikai Kumnajariba Dr. Dhanarbir Lashram, Social Scientist, Oja Linkat Prek na Bida Magtanoluk Nangachari. Dr. Dhanarbir Lashram, Social Scientist. Ikai Kumnajariba Oja Dhanarbir Lashram Linkat Prerakli. Matangda Ikai Kumnajariba PA's Nandod Luwang, President Amuko, Linkat Prek na Bida Magtanoluk Nangachari. Ikai Kumnajariba PA's Nando Luwang, President Amuko. Lingshin Birakli, Ikai Kumnajariba, PA's Nando Luwang, President Amuko. Matangda Kaushinjage, KA's Athoba, Vice President IFSA, Convener Mao Imphal Coordination Committee. Ikai Kumnajariba, PA's Nando Luwang Gimatangda, Ikai Kumnajariba, KA's Athoba, Vice President IFSA, Convener Manipur Imphal Coordination, Mao Imphal Coordination Committee. Stays the link at Pek na Bidamutanuluk na Hagachari. KA's Atobagi, Matangda, Ikai Kumnajariba, Jitendra Ningomba, President CCSK, link at Pek na Bidamagtanuluk na Hagachari. Kausanjari Ikai Kumnajariba, Jitendra Ningomba, President CCSK. Matangda Kausanjari Ikai Kumnajariba, Khoirom Loya Lakpa, Editor Naharol Githaudang. Ikai Kumnajariba, Ocha Khoirom Loya Lakpa, Editor Naharol Githaudang. Ikai kumnajari boja khoirom loyalak pagi mathangda kausinchari. Ikai kumnajari bi Y Kunjarani, President Amawova. Ikai kumnajari bi Y Kunjarani, President Amawova. Stay selenkat piyak na may damakta nolok na hangachari. Y Kunjarani laktre haina lawzaraga mathangda kausinchari. Thangjam Apabi. Amukana Kaushinjari Kai Kunajari Y Kunjarani, President Amawava. Mathangda Simsaduna Labina Bagida Magtanoluk na Hangachari, Thangjam Apabi, General Secretary Poirei Laimarol Maira Paibi. Ikai Kunajari Thangjam Apabi, General Secretary Poirei Laimarol Maira Paibi. Ikai Kunajaribi Ima Thangjam Apabi, General Secretary Poirei Laimarol, Maira Paibi, Lengshin Berakli. Mathangda Ikai Kunajariba L. Joy, President Ursom Manipur, Sim Saduna Labina Bagida Magtanoluk na Hangachari. L. Joy, President Ursom Manipur. Ikai kumnajariba L. Joy Gimathangda, Ikai kumnajariba Mukesh, Proprietor Trans King, Lenkat Pirek na may damagtan naluk na hangachari. Would like to request Proprietor Trans King, Shri Mukesh, to be on the stage and receive the token of appreciation we have arranged. Yes, we have Shri Mukesh, Proprietor Trans King. Mathangda Kaushinjari, any representative from Axis Bank, Thangal Bazar. Axis Bank, Thangal Bazar Bransky, representative, Natraga Kanaguma Muyama, Lenkat Prek na may damagta naluk na hangachari. Mathangda Kausinjari, Ikai Kunajariba Lamdamasigi, Saknairaba, film actor, renowned film actor of Manipur film industry, Gokul. Would like to request once again, Gokul, renowned film actor. Thauram Makha Chatazari Sinjalang Jerbiga Ayaba Lauzaraga. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Gokul, renowned film actor of Manipur film industry. Thank you so much. Chamna Langzariba Kudalport Lanadana Loshin Biba Hana Tagat Pafongdokchari. Thank you so much, sir, for doing the honor. And would like to request Sri Sunil Shah, Governing Body Member, UNACCO School, to honor and felicitate our respected guest of honor, Sri Govindas Konthausam, Honorable Minister, PWD and Youth Affairs and Sports. We have Sri Sunil Shah, Governing Body Member, UNACCO School. Thank you so much. Ngasigi thoramasigi ikai kumnajariba mitunglen uinalingshin biriba Shri Govindas Konthausam, Honorable Minister PWD and Youth Affairs and Sports na thoramasiga mari lenana wafam sing fongdokpina bagidamakta noluk na hangachari.
Lamdam sivu kon biriba shorbu khairamjari. Swami Vivekanandana smai havirami. We want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded and by which one can stand on one's own feet. And Madugi Pandamda UNACCO Yesikum Lava Society Asina fully residential school lama Jatra Hunbagi Thoramda Dais the Lengshin Biramba Equipum Namonikai Kumnazariba Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education Sri R.K. Ranjan Singhoji Buhan Makadahana Mahak Masai Sidagi Tadok Ragaswikai Kumnabuchari Loyana Guest of Honor Gipam the Lengshin Biramba Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh Loyana Hojikta Mayamda Wangang Biramba Honorable Minister KFNPD NPHED Sri L. Susindro Maite Dais Lengshin Biriba Lamda Masigi Pratinidhi Oina Prajagi Seba Tawiriba Honorable MLA Kundrakum AC Sri T.S. Lokeshwar Singh Loyana Education da Achokba transformation ama Akogi state sida Poropada Choba Daita Lobiriba UNACCO gi Quaidagi Hena Achoba Daita Lobiriba Aginau Sri N. Iravanta Singh Chairman UNACCO Kai Kumnabuchari Loyana Mangaling Sin Biriba Tongan ba Hiram Kayada Yamna Singthaningai Oiraba distinguished invitees guests Pumnamak Lamda Masigi Nuksijaraba Praja Singh UNACCO gi school gi Maroina Director Tongan ba officials Pumnamak Print amasung electronic media gi media person Kwai Kibik Pusohangna Ikai Kumnabusiri Ai Wayam Sangang Zero Loin Ngang Bigre Koyamung Ranjan Koi Mayam Loin Ngang Bigramina Ayadum Kanzavanagi now Iravantana Nong Sing Sulep Taba Sida Kawira Sikari and the Lambi the Lak with the Kangain Lambi Soyo Ramnin Ngasai Hyper Singsi Govindasta and Onsilagang with the Naina Tazaris Adu Mayam Ahalaman Sing Haina Vada Ainabu Sifai Kalagadi Lan Hek Lakadam Nedo Aina Public Waxi Aitang Kungataruk Marsta Angon the Honorable Chief Minister na PV Vani Adana Tha Ani di Padri Lambi di Loire Sine Queen Hamna Adana Ina Sai now the Hangzarim Naina Es Untopunida Nahang Naibuko we will say Matang Mayam Sina I want the Onsilla Laga Ngang and Nabagi Masang of the Soino in the Habu Ngang Mahore Aina Nasai Swami Vikan than a Hajaba Tamzari was Yate Kainginate Man Amaso Hai Education is the perfection. Education is the manifestation of perfection, which is already in man. Education yaudana de kaim to wayadi akhoi. Akhoi de ishorna semak matamda loin akhoi de yaura amni hai. Ngasai computer ama leiba matamda akhoi na computers yum de poro kan de activate to khak tani dana. Ate de akhoi na du da ate mathen mayam hapsin madi yayeba. But already magi function to no pot to the loin yaura e bampung paba season mapung pana season of a yana naba adugum hai ishorna koi create to matamda the mind to na sembire hai. But we need awakening. Moi ba hogdoko ma di darkar taiba. Ang wonda lady ba igi gun puna maksing si akoy na hogdoko ma darkar tai natraga di masidum phamna lay doine ba. Dormant oin lay ne ba. Aduna society ma saukhat pa matamda di education hai si yawda ba di sungya ya de ba. Aduna aina khwaidi thagasari ba sai ginaw no pa irawanta se. Yam phaba pot ama paikhat pi na ko. Hoi Amaronda Sentan Madaso Sentan Dragamina education Sim Sakalangani. Aquina, we are spending a lot of money for our children, sending outside the state. But Asigumba Yamna integrated over school lama Lamdamasida Lekayasida, Maikaya Somda, Lakumatamda, Akogi drain out Toriba, Akogi economy draining out, economy is drain out Torieva. So we can seize draining out of our economy. Not only that, mapalomdagi su satra mayam ama koi sida lakaneba. Like, for instance, koigi kanulay riba koigi MIT, adagi koi dalay riba triple IT, and sports dalay riba koigi sports university. Sports university dalay risi state ki only 40%. The 60% students are coming from outside the state, from different part of the state, from the different part of the country. But only one thing aina appeal to janing masasti karim na teba. Akoi school si samatamda ngasai akoi industries ki daso akoi industrialist haijatare entrepreneur mayam soyawi ngadagi akoi social scientist may library loina different walk of life ki mi ngakna pullaba yamna tangba dugumba gathering nei na idilawjai. So, any industries or any establishment amalak matamda magi environment in a hostile way ragadi establishments fail away. Adun ahan bada aina hygienic say lamda masidala biriba naharol singa maruina imai bel singna asigum school namalak pada yamna sagut piragadi school si mangan hena by the oiganeva. Not only that, school si lora matunda mapandagi lakador students sing say. Asida koi ki nithi jarab hospitality parampara da ilai ra abne koi hospitality sa soki matik warmly oiba yamna mingon da yamna nungsiba mibu haina rim ne koi mai tai se lamgi san na machi sang hebra kenuma ahlaman sing na pawro he haibi ba akoi hospitality si yamna mina khangbo oiba but pot masa mana akoi ki sak sakring amna sak sangluk ama manghan ba kaina haibado fattaba incident ama thokpaduna mayam se hekta back pibugum taweba nalam da taraga da koi tourism se yam hen chawkhalang man ngarang nahan khata ngasi khata bel piri hai tourism manipur da koi balakpa mure phau je koi ro satlaga punna gari tongmina bada hujigi ma pande lai mi do drug yawrom na drug lalom da yaw mi ne na jel thamjele ngasi khak bel pi na hai ba adu se koi inaw no pa sosendro na hai ba then who else will dare to come in Manipur as tourists? Nobody will come. Kanam la aroye ba adu taraga di masina kadai de effect au ge ba akoi ge economy de effect au ba asina ina hygienic is lamnam sigi prajada but as a whole oina koi Manipur dadi akoi ipaipu dagi haktak dagi atithi devo bhavo oina laibo koi ge kanu sing se koi ge akoi na host oiraga guest sing sibu seba taw se koi ge dharma oina koi di la khrabani maramaduna asigumba school sin linkhalakku matamda aina ngasa haijaba akoi ge tongana Assam Valley da isa thara roi akoi sido in tamhalani aduga mapandagi su satra mayam lakani adun akoi gi hospitality si urakanda different sectors sing sida akoi hena sakhot bahai badu oigadori bani haiba wafam si thamjaraga ina yam sangna kamatam si punga ma hena thengdokramina akoi schedule si soirak pani na yam sang logjaroi aduna aina losinjarak pada aina paijar vibhag sida ma haibi ngasai gi lambi gi haibi bado hairiba lambi asi akoi huji 100 days ki program da 1.5 crore ka khapaga pothole main bagi thaba madi akoi chathara kadabani adubu nong sina yada na tawba aduna tabada another 14.5 crore amaga akoi huji CRIF haidna Central Road Infrastructural Fund haidna aduda akoi proposal ama thari adu regadi lambi sidum akoi farakani aduda nate honorable chief minister na special package ama critical road networks in hill and the new districts ki makada koi special package am honorable prime minister dagiso ni nanaba yam kan honari ado itaraga de koi lambi thong kharag hena phagani tawdadi sarkar khangna lebak ama sakhol han bai basi oigadodi mande na idi thamjaninge mayamda maram de kaigino har kanda ahalaman singna ai hakti lawai gi masani lawai dagi ni ahalaman singna poinu hekloi bada tu khong sengdo okanda kumamagi pothanai adubu tu khong sengdokpa akoigi drain na singmasi sengdokpa gi habit se akoi dagi tapna tapna mangai yamna scientific oi bade ai hojik so haijage hoi civilization da hena mangjin thana chatpadi chatlam ba yai but akoigi mindset sigi civilization di matam du lairam ba halaman singna akoi ngasigi generation dagi henba oi na idi mayam da thamjani maram aduna aina mayam da haijaning badi when we join our hand and heads together then civilization si mangin thane na satpangam gane ba otherwise ai satpangam gado mande aduna drain phunba hainabi thadokpa adu ai yumda ising sange na mi sarkar na saba drain hekta phumjilur kandi ising chenpham leidaga di sorok mathak chen taban sorok mathak chelaga di gari ahum laksat mada sorok si ken ki taba aduna masi masu khoi khangba ma mathau ta gani haiba wafam khara si thamjabaga loinana school si lakpa matamda kanara kadori si lekai si di am kanarani akhoi state si so kanagani maramdi economy fagalakadoini economy state ki hena fagalakadoini akhoi gi state sidi kol karkhana laiba state sunate adagi mineral yamna wangna hena koina tawthoga phangba yaba sunate meghalai gum banate assam gum sunate do akhoi di even arunachal pradesh ta ngasidi kol phangena kol supply ta uba hogramne akhoi manipur gi de leite ba dugum do leijadamena akhoi marketing ta goda wa habadi prajan akhoi gi nature mother nature na piri ba puna maksing si marketing ta na hona ba darkar ta ba akhoi pibirami ba akhoi gi ngasi delhi da nahan 49 degree celsius delhi da rajasthan da 50 yobo yaugre ado akhoi manipur sida so sari am sare adu makti yodi yode dana aduna yamna moderate oiba climate amade akhoi su pibiri ba not only that we have a very beautiful lake we have got a very beautiful flora and fauna asi sing se akhoi marketing tauba tourism da sakhona na bahona ba human resource is one of the sector aduda akoina concentrate tawra sakhona na bahona punamuk sing asi sarkar ga tinbiri ba akhang hai singa manipur gi praja ga khusam narakanda oirakani haiba wafam kharsi thamjaba ga loina UNACCO gi excellence in education gi program makhada ngasi akoina urep uyung tamliba fully residential school asida afaba satra kaya puthokpiduna satra kaya puthokpada natana tongan balamda ngasai swami begandana haijabado marum dum lepsaba ngamna ba magi makhongna lepa ngamna ba satra kaya sembada yamna hena mapung phana semba ngamba oresanu amasung mahangna thamjari pandam 2023 gi February da sangaba gi pandam ase asi phangba ngamba oresanu haiduna lamnam sibu konbiriba ishor bu khoram jabaga loinana aihangna mayam punam kusu khoram jari jai hind
Thagachari ikai khunajariba Honorable Minister PWD and Youth Affairs and Sports Sri Govindas Kontosam ngasigi thoram masigi guest of honor gi warul marichuna thambiram bahaininga leitana thagat pafongdokchari mathang asina felicitation of eminent personalities of Manipur makha chathajarak poina ahan bada kausinjari ikai khunajariba Dr. Thangjam Dabali Chief Managing Director Babina Group ikai khunajariba state selenkat pekna baidamakta nolukna hangachari aduga ikai khumnajariba ngasigi thoram asigi president oina lingshin biriba Shri N Irabanta Singh chairman UNACCO school na ekoina chamna langzariba memento asi khudol tambiduna ikai khumnaba utpigani. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Thangjam Dabali, Chief Managing Director Babina Group pumnamakna ahoba khuba amaga loinana pugning thogat pigani. Thank you so much. Mathangda Kausanjari Dr. L Joychandra, Director ICM Imphal. Would like to request Shri L Joychandra, Director ICM Imphal. Linkshin Birakli Dr. L Joychandra, Director ICM Imphal. Ladies and gentlemen, ahoba khuba matang nizari mathangda Kausanjari Business Excellence Group BGE gi punsiba State Selenkat Pirakani Business Excellence Group BEG gi punsiba State Selenkat Piraktuna ikoina langjari ba memento si laushin binabagi damakta noluk na hangachari. Thank you so much for receiving the award. And next would like to request Shri Basudev Singh, President, Manipur Hockey. Once again would like to request Shri Basudev Singh, President, Manipur Hockey. Mathangda Suresh, Advisor Emsu Jayanta, Advisor Suk Amadidhana, President Suk, same sadhana laibina bagidamakta noluk na hangachari. Hozik langshin birakli ba ikai kunajari ba Shri Vasudev Singh, President, Manipur Hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. lanadana lotion biba hana tagot pa fongdokchari mathang da kausenjari Suresh advisor all Manipur Students Union stage sa lengkat prek na magdamak tanulok na hangachari Suresh advisor MSU mathangda kausenjari Jayanta advisor Suk lengkat prek na magdamak tanulok na hangachari Jayanta advisor Suk Jayantagi mathangda lengshin birakani Sukki hauzik president oina thaupu biriba dhana ikai khuna jariba president Suk dhana lengkat prek na magdamak tanulok na hangachari Jayantagi mathangda kausinjari ikai khunajariba Chief Editor Elite TV Ningombam Jiten Kumar Singh State lengkat pirakani ikai khunajariba Chief Editor Elite TV Ningombam Jiten Kumar Singh Ningombam Jiten Kumar Singh mathangda kausinjari Advocate Korau Hanba Executive Director Lawyers for Human Rights Manipur once again would like to request Advocate Korau Hanba Executive Director Lawyers for Human Rights Manipur Pumnamakpo hana thagachari mathang asina ikai khunajariba chairman UNACCO school na ngasigi thoram mapu oina lengshin bibagi thoram mapu gi warol thambigani
Good afternoon. Ngasigi Jai Parva numit asida akogi UNACCO school Chanung gi foundation stone laying ceremony da lengbi da iba chief guest Dr. Ranjan Honorable Minister Union Minister of External Affairs and Education aduga guest of honor oina Honorable Minister Sri Govindas Honorable Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan Honorable Minister Susindro amadi Honorable MLA Konthokjam SC Sri Lokeshwar amadi mang dilengchin bariba ahalaman sing intellectual sing prim amadi media gi sinau sing aduga CS rom di student organization gi punamapu ikok nona kurumjari adu ngasi gi function asi akoi yamna atianu matamda sinjagi bani but mayam punamang na ubigre akoi na tawjari ba school asi koi residential school na fully residential school oigata bani koi UNACCO school ahanba ani suba ahum suba dudi day boarding school mayamna tawnori school duni adu masigi school city khara atopaga khara chu khenerani maramdi lamdam maruina imphal lagi chu kilometer 22 kilometer gum lama lay famni haiba koi singya da na tawbani yamna koi naturally gifted oiba fam ngakta ko na tawjari famasi haiba si koi day boarding na taw school gidi kya sana roi adu ngasi asi ngarang hana meni hum diregi nong leptana su mayam nen khangwira mani lambi da ising thumba ising chaw ji thengnei adu ngasi di function ji loisela kodadi masi akoi nong ji hangre asi akoi adu mamang da dum hainei mamang da maitram school ge tra hum ju nong tikatra su da lambi ising thumen adu hek function loiselam da nong ji hangre na but it is a nature na piba koi school gi thawjal ne loye koi nong tabas masi koi ngasi pithribi da phangiba ising ji yamna leiraga ju thakpa yaba sinaba yaba ising ji only 2% gatani hai akhanga haina haibada 2% da amuk akoi gi khwaitagi phaba ising ji di rain water nongi ising ji but nongi ising marang kaina leiba ji akoi da prakriti na ishona pibi khudol masi preserve tawra matung da agriculture amadi horticulture yadori bani adu loina na koi mioi be hingbada changdori bani adu ahanba mayamna hainabada khangaina hainabada pithribi gi ahanba lanjau ani suba lanjau asi thau gi tamakta soknaba lalni haini for the petroleum and product but ahum suba lanjau jiti isingi tamakta soknagane for the scarcity of water. This is the biggest problem now in the coming years in the world. Adu akhogi Manipur gum north east di akhoi ising je marang kaina phamani maruina akhoi afaba ising je marang kaina phamani masibu fazana preserve tawba fazana use tawba je akhoi gudumaki ithong ni haibje ak thamjage si jo khoi mamang da honorable minister Susindro ju takpirami hariba ji khara awang mulam na ising je khara wagane na adu khoi adu gi damta tongan ba khoi plan khara lejali rain water harvesting tawna ba impan turian dagi ising tawra singak na ba asi idil turian si am lapana ti around 1.5 kilometer mutani amadi akhoi borewell hut na ba akhoi humok plan lejari amadi yam asoba mi chatre chanipa ler kada ba campus am oibani magi requirement of ising ji am darkar leibani na masimani adu ngasi yona kadugidamakta akhoi residential school darkar leibano ja yak thamjage yam tentak na sahi khergi mang dati akhoi angang sing ji ma pa sing na noi lairik pau ya de sanau ya de na tv yengi am sairam me tv yeng lai lairik pau ya de but khojik ti madu hongre corona na maro chahi amani angang sing tv yeng batokre mobile da loi ni yeng lai gre tv yeng e di khro phe tv yeng adi masimnau ahum mari si yeng ga wari chan ga yengi ahlam ju yeng e tv ma da mi ani hum di jum yeng me hojik ti angang sing ji loi na mobile addicted oi da mobile ji da mobile ama lo sofa da khra laigani phamung da khra laigani mo angang sing ji lairik pa ba kaw gre maro na sana ba ta physical activity pura kaw gre this is the biggest challenge for us adu maru ne as a parent moina as a akoi na khang da kala angang ning na mobile di addicted oi basi adu ki matik human grave masi adu maru ina ayam school sing si my physical activity ji walak adu infrastructure ji create to boda hujik lam gi constraint me am lai baina ayam school sing na akoi playground proper playground siam bangam de adu sigum residential school ji haiba facility jo marang kaina leigane akoi na leijari ba school sing si satra masing du my physical sanana playground si matang chaina koi pi bangam de indoor gumba akoi se badminton gumba basketball gumba khara khara macha macha pi bangam da achawa play field de koi pi bangam de my constraint le lam gi constraint le banin adu mafam sida di koi lam marang kaina around 50 acre ge me da koi develop to bonina mamang je koi ucha gre video da football gi field cricket gi field hockey gi field also track and field am yaure be athletic ke adu natana koi indoor oi bada swimming pool badminton basketball macha macha me am su yaure si complete oi ba koi gi sports ki facility yaure ba adu gumba education complex am oi doini adu masi angang ji adu ki matik akoi na working class la ba parenting maroi na thaba ingkang tawba akoi parents gi demak di akoi kari gumba day boarding da hostel thamba budi residential school hostel thamne am hele sana bagi matik cha facility de adu ki matak da oja sing asina my guide sing asina almost 24 hours general lai doine sina facility je to ki batik hen mani adu ngasi gi generation sida sigumba day boarding jam darkar lai re particularly afaba day boarding ji sigi da makta khoi dunda deradun da chatna musuri da chatna laik tam nai adai anakpa assam valley da challi sindhya school challi delhi da challa laik tam nai particularly residential school yenga koi parents section adugi mayam to ngasi akoi sigumba school level khalagadi khara makhai di madu substitute to bongam ngane na adu pandamni adu residential school oragadi magi tongan ba mawung amadu salai da ya de mayam gi day boarding gi janjan na ya de magi lairik tambai mong khena rakani lairik tambagi academic calendar khena rakani aya matam day boarding je koi thani pan gumba lairik tambi gane aram tha mari gum di break pi gane thani pan da di manung da koi ban blockade na traga koi harau ko magi suti ama le ro fully academic career nga aga lairik tambi gane adu ngasi adu ki medik darkar lai rabni ngasi gi generation sina sigi residential school je adu masi tawbuna akoi da mapan da sakki ga da satra mayama akoi lamdam sida tam phangani aduga capital outflow kalani adu matakta weather necessary na give tawraba akoi ising nungsi yamna phawa lamdam ne manipur je akoi gi satra mana arapa lamdam maruna sindhya da kai sa matam yam sana de weather je adu ki extreme weather ne sar ga yam saba inga ga yam ingba adi saba thak da hare maruna nan base ne yam sana rakta akoi gi angang sing sik adu akoi sida le jarga adu gum problem do akoi na madu problem am do I lero ina khalle aduna adugi matik khoina khanar matung da chanung sida imphal dagi di khara lapani na khoi residential school yarne khoi day boarding di yaro na tawbani adu high residential school si mai pak nam chalai bada khoi tongan ba mayam gi support darkar le khoi ngasi manipur da financial film di khoi mamang dal laibiram ba honorable mantri mayam na habiram me minister mayam na adu angna phaba oi de masi kari ro khoi gi state ki resources khoi gi sentung gi khoi gi posi am wa le state ki senamora moitan अदु लाइब खरा से अदुम चक्की बने ते हेन मरुन चले बसी अखोई चाबा थकपगी फूड आइटम फिरोन गे अमदी अना लायंग मेडिसिन मैम चले अदु हाइरिबा कैपिटल आउटफ्लो से खरा कंजेरगदी अखोई मरक्तगी अखोई इंटरप्रेन्योर मैम तौरइबा ngasi अखोई तामो डब्ल्यूजी यावरे अखोई कैंसर हॉस्पिटल सादना मपानदा लायंग सकिदो सोमदा लायंग चक्कदा पैसादो सोम मणिपुरदा लेहोनो होनबा अदुग लोनना अखोई तामो पालिन अखोई सिजो अखोई मेडिकल कॉलेज लिंकतना डॉक्टर मैम मपानदा चलग लायक तमिजी अखोई स्टेज लेहोनो बायना होनबा अदुगुम्बा पोट अमगने अखोई ngasi UNACCO लिंकलेब रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल सी अखोइना खंजरीबसी अखोई हुजि हुजि डे बोर्डिंग तम स्कूल छात्र जिंग नते मपान चलग रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल अफब चलग थारिबा पेरेंट मैम छात्र मैम से अखोई से रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल मदगदी मदुदा तंबा यागने वखलोंदन अहान चही की अखोई रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल सी मथंगी चही फेब्रुवारी अखोई संगाना प्रांतम तंबनी मसी अखोई गांगुनी जु खल्ले अदुगा क्लास 4 दगिना क्लास 8 फक होगदबनी अदुई मथंग मिनु चही चही की सुम अपग्रेड तौरगा क्लास 4 दगिना क्लास 12 फक लेगदबा अदुगुम स्कूल अमनी रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल असे अदुगा हाइरिबा रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल से एटलीस्ट नेशनल लेवल ला कम्पीट तौबा यानबा चलाइबा दरकार लेबनिना अखोई CBSE की सिलेबस एडॉप्ट तौदबा यादे अदुगु लोइनना छात्र सिलेक्शन मतों माई चप चाबा क्राइटेरिया फुलफिल तौदबसु यादे मरुना डे बोर्डिंग द तौबा छात्र सिलेक्शन दुगा रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल गदि खा खेनबा लाकनी अदु ऑनरेबल एमएलओ सु यावबिरि अखोई छात्र ददे अखोई यामना अखोई सिलेक्शन क्राइटेरिया मतों खनगनी अदुगा लोकल की ओरगा अखोइना ngambagay अखोइना स्टाफ सिंगजी अखोई थबक हापदा मरोना एम्प्लॉय हापदा अखोई खरा मखैदे अखोई दुम लोकल की लैरिबा चनुंग की तरे खोंगे अखोई दुम यंगजेगे पार्टिकुलर नन टीचिंग स्टाफ ता अखोई दुम यंगजेगे बरदु टीचिंग स्टाफ ती क्वालिटी मेंटेन तौदब यादोनिना मतिक चाबा स्वाइदगी ओरो मणिपुर की मफम अतैदगी ओरो नतर मणिपुर वांगबदगी ओरो लाकपदामनी ऑलरेडी अखोई की UNACCO स्कूल दा अतोप स्टेट तगी असम दगी कलकत्ता दगी नत्रगा अमदी अतोप बिहार दे करी दगी ऑलरेडी अखोई दा प्रिंसिपल BP मैम लेरबने अमाय तौदना मपानदगी क्वालिफाई ओबे एक्सपीरियंस ओबे ओजा मैम पुरक्तब यादे मधु पुरा पन ला मतुंगदा मैम सनुसु वेलकम तौबियु सहयोग पिनबियु अदु ओजा लौबा अमदी अफबा स्टाफ लौबु मतमददी कंपिटेंट ओबे क्वालिफाई ओबे लौदब यादे अदुना तब नन टीचिंग स्टाफ खरा सबऑर्डिनेट स्टाफ तदी लोकेलिटी दा कोई प्रेफरेंस फिरगा सोयदन बगे कोई स्टाफ रिक्रूट तौगनी मसी आई मैम दसु थमजगे अदुगा एनी लमदमजु मांगदा संगलंगनब डेवलपमेंट तौरकनब चौखटप पुरकन होनबदा अखोई पुनमक पुन्न होनमिनदब यादे वाखलोन मानदब यादे वाखलोन जने हंग ngasi थमजरिबजे लेंबिरमदा अखोई सरकार की गवर्नमेंट माइकेदगी यूनियन मिनिस्टर दी स्टेट मिनिस्टर मैम यावबिरे लोकल MLA यावबिरे अदु लोकल की अखोई जिला परिषद प्रधान अमदी लोकल क्लब की मैम यावबिरे अदु लोइनना ngasi लेंबिरब अखोई CSO मैम स्टूडेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मैम मीडिया अमदी इंटेलेक्चुअल सर्कल दगी अखोई तामो धर्मी होय अदगी तामो अखोई दिलीप होय अदगी अखोई ओजा जोय चंद्र ओजा चंद्र मैम यावबिरे इंटेलेक्चुअल मैम से अखोइदा पुन्न समिनदब यादे अदु लोइनना अखोई बैंकिंग अमदी फाइनेंशियल कम्युनिटी दगी तोंगा तोंगा फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूट अमदी बैंक मैम दगी मैनेजर मैम सु लेंबिरै अदु लोइनना अखोई बिजनेस कम्युनिटी दगी इंटरप्रेन्योरसिंग मरक दगी अखोई तामो डब्ल्यू लापिरे अदुगा ममांग दा अखोई एमिया की प्रेसिडेंट तामो रिसी सु लेंबिरमी अदगी BEG की अखोई मरुम पांग लापिरी MCCI की लापिरी अदुमाय तौदर अखोई तोंगा तोंगा सोसाइटी लेबा स्टेक होल्डर मैम से पुंजल लकांदा डेवलपमेंट तौब दरकार लै अमदी अखोई पुन्ना वाखलोन मानरगा तोंगा तोंगा प्लेटफॉर्म द लेरगसु डेवलपमेंट की दमकते अखोई से पुन्ना आइडिया से सपोर्ट तौनरगा यामना कंडीसिव ओइबा एनवायरनमेंट सेमकांदा लमदम जे चौखट पर लाकनी हैबसे मसी चप चाब अखोई थाजबनी अदुननी अखोइना ngasi सोसाइटी के तोंगा तोंगा स्टेक होल्डर पुनमबो अखोइना इनवाइट तौजरगा मफम सिदा अखोइना इनवाइट तौजरिबसी अदु लेंबिरेबा पुनमपु हाइनिंगाइ लेतनी UNACCO की माइकैदगी थागतपा मदि तौबन खंगबा उच्चरी थैंक यू वेरी मच
थागतचरी इकाई खुमनजरिबा चेयरमैन को स्कूल इकाई खुमनजरिबा चेयरमैन UNACCO स्कूल श्री N इराबंत सिंह ngasi thauram masigi thauram mapugi warol mari chumna thambiramba haininga leitana thagat pafongdokchari thauram masi loisilakpagi tanja adu europaga loinana ekoi lemhoriba si board of thanks khaktamak ngaire masi pidringe gi mangoinana kariguma matang mayam da ningsingjari thauram masiga mai leinana ekoina mayam gi damakta senjalangjariba lunch asi phangbinabagi damakta lengshinbiriba khwaipumna makki mafamda nolokna hangatchari aduga thamjaningo wafam amakhaktangna ekoida jaga gi khudongcha da balaibana maram oiraga ekai khumnajariba dignitary sing invitee sing na mafam asida lunch asi phangbiraga aduga UNACCO school gi staff amadi maike somgi imaibel ahalaman khwai pumnamakna community hall ekoina changakpada thengnariba community hall aduda lunch pangbinabagi damakta nolukna hangatchari mayamna chathokpada khudong chadaba mayok nabadu leitanabagi damakta van arrangement jo ekoina thamjari aduna staff amadi maike somgi ahalaman singna community hall da lunch pangbigani duga dignitary sing amadi invitees singna thoram pangthokliba auditorium asida pangbinabagi damakta hana nolukchari aduga mathangda kausinjari ikaikumnajariba Shri N Hemant Kumar editor Sana Laibag ngasigi thoram asigi board of thanks thagatwarol pibiranaba nolukna hangatchari
Saksa mangda thagat wai pibase mayam de kayasu tari taningaroy adu function ki tangai phadaba amani na lojaraga ai wafam amani dang thogol tawjage UNACCO gi khongman aduga maitram amasung sanurada school ahum mai pakna saraiba ngamkhra tungda khoi hoji hojiksi sanungda mapung phaba residential school ama lingnana bogidamak ngasi urep yung tambire thorom sida saruk yaba lapiriba anakpa arapa entrepreneur sing press media sing adagidi VIP sing kudimakpu aihakna UNACCO gi mahut sinjaraga thagatpa masung nungaiba phungdoksari khoi laipaki oiba thogai mayam ama pubanina maru oina akhoi Honorable Union Minister of States khoi RK Ranjan mag yam sinba matam tu kaithok piraga mag lengbira ami ado magi matam se angpani akhoi thorom sina pung mapun makhai oiba aduga atopa thorom amana pung 10 da sinba madugi magi management matam gi management se masida ngatang lakpiraga UNACCO gi thabak thorom ni bu hairaga dia yawda yade ko angang mayam gi niko aina haira khallaga mana sita lakpiraga thorom si yawbiramba magi chillaba matamdu ngatang kaithok birambugi damakta koi singamdaba lamana ma tonsinjare akhoi UNACCO gi maikai dagi thagatba phungdokse ngasigi thorom sida akhoi gi guest of honor oina election biriba hauji aigi dai akhoi gi desda phambiriba Govindas Konthojam Honorable Minister akhoi PWD and Youth Affairs and Sports then hojikti lengbi khraba hai tareko akhoi Dr. Sapam Ranjan Honorable Minister Health and Family Welfare amasung IPR aduga then aigi akhoi inauni pa haigadra Honorable Minister Cape and TD PhD L Susindro Maitai aduga lamdam sigi akhoi MLA hai tare aigadi yam nakshatnaba kanoni akhoi MLA ni ado mahaksu makhoi gi sellaba matam singsi kaibiraga akhoi nung marksida nikola ise nung kanna su marksida hojikti nungbu nungai hai tare lambi ne ju khangre adagidi sitnal hai tare ising na bako sigi tanphamsida ba yawda yadi UNACCO gi thabak thorom si yawda yadi na hekta nang akhoi gi chelakna sta thorom sta yawbi base masi yam nungai jai amasung akhoi gi thagatpa phongdokjari makoina akhoi VIP singsina akhoi sigi thorom sigi leteng obi bada akhoi gi yam nungai jai na harawa phongdokjai then adagi ai gi mang the election biriba entrepreneurs sing masak naiba mayam ai loina panjadragasu ai punna susunjare then akhoi tapi tambi bangamba oza guru mayam ama ai gi mang the election biri then I get colleague oina hogi pau singi editor link bi rai then paumi sil now sing link bi rai then adagidi laikai gi haitare ko swaida leibi ri laikai gi sil now mayam ama link bi raga ngasi gi thorom se mapung phan bagi damakta nungai ba phongdok sari adong wi tawimal kaujaro hena thamjage then akon bada akhoi gi UNACCO group ki family members sing hai tare ko akhoi yang wab jani mayam nadi khanbirangani sida sangam leire den adagi swaida toraga thorma taurani na ado sigi se union minister se mai matam si am sangdaba numit ni humni khatang khoi da matam piba pibanina no maraksida kamai tong si thorum si kamai tong na khoi pangthok kadage khotok kadage na si khoi MD hai tare ko khoi UNACCO ki MD na mingoi na panjarabada ningom iraban tagi lamjing makhada hona biba adagi mak masha maksu actors leiraga thorum sikai bi adi na hona biba adagi silba matam mayam ma kai thukminaraga thorum se mapung phan bidamakta UNACCO ki maikai dagi khwai tarabu khurumjari
Hainingai leitana thagat pafongdokchari Shri N Hemanta Kumar editor Sanalibag ngasigi thoram masigi thagat warol board of thanks thambiramba hana thagat pafongdokchari UNACCO school na sinjalangjaduna pangthokchari ba ngasi foundation stone laying ceremony of UNACCO school Chanung ngasigi thoram masibo mapung fahan bikiba ikai khumna jariba mithunglen sing mangdaling shinbiriba ikai khumna jariba invitee sing maike somgi ahallaman imaibel satana hamaru mapang khwai pumna makpu Ayhak na sinja langjari bigi mahu sinjaraga amukah na tagat pafongdokchari pumnamak na jam na langjari ba lunch asimatang su pangbina bagi damagta noluk na hanggachari hana thamzaki ba dugum na special invitee sing dignitary sing na auditorium asida lunch pangbiraga ikai kumna jari ba school asigi staff sing amadi maike somgi halaman imai bill sing na mapanda gari ikoi van arrangement tawzari van sing aiduna laizare aduna van sing da Tongbiraga hariba community hall dubaw patang chatpiraga lan sa sifang binabagi damak ta sinja langjari bagi mahu sinjaraga noluk na hanggachari